is the Birdman Coca Beware, and I want to give a shout out to the Drunken Peasants. And Frankie, I want you to give a shout out to Dusty. Huh? Frankie, you gonna give him a shout out? Come on, Frankie. Well, there you go. That's all we got. Well, so what? Huh? They want to talk to you, Frankie. Can you give a little shout out? Say hello. Oh, Frankie, come on. Stop it. What? Man, Frankie, you're not in a good mood. You want to get back to your girlfriend. Frankie's got a girlfriend. I'm sorry. He wants to get back to his girlfriend. Bye.
Where's my 40 at, man?
Duval County, 904 in this bitch, huh? Put your hands up. Yeah. You feel that bass? Turn it up. It's that dirty South punk rock. Dirty South. Dirty South. Yeah. Throw it up. Where you from, nigga? Where you from? Duval. You can get caught in the club. Roll with your hood, throw it up in the club. Or you can get stomped in the club for a dog that I saw. Shawty, we don't give a fuck, yeah. But you don't want no problem. You don't want no problem. You don't want no problems with me. Oh, we give me 50 deep. Hold on back, hold on back. Man, fuck that nigga. Hold on back, hold on back. Man, fuck that nigga. Hold on back, hold on back. Fuck that, fuck that. DJ Dirty Ski. When I reach for the herb, nigga, what's the word? Bitch, nigga better recognize real G's down the ride. Dirty South, I'm a record till I die. And I ain't even gotta tell her what my name is. I just walk right in like I'm famous. Get out the way, bitch. I'm heading straight to the VIP where I'ma drink everything for free. Damn right. You can get caught in the club. Roll with your hood, throw it up in the club. Or you can get stomped in the club for a dog that I saw. Shawty, we don't give a fuck, yeah. But you don't want no problem. You don't want no problem. You don't want no problems with me. Oh, we give me 50 deep. When I say whole wheat, y'all say bread. Whole wheat, bread. Whole wheat, bread. When I say whole wheat, y'all say bread. Whole wheat, bread. Whole wheat. Y'all motherfuckers don't want no problems, nigga. Oh, we bread, bitch. Southside Duval County. It's that dirty South punk rock shit. Y'all have to try extra hard to get up in this punk shit now, nigga. Y'all niggas don't want no problems, nigga. Shut up. Back the fuck up.
Hey, Egghead, I got a nice and juicy one for you. Ready? Oh, man.
In the beginning, there was nothing. And then there was the Drunken Peasants Podcast.
Say, man, you got a joint? No, you know. It'd be a lot cooler if you did.
From the strangest corners of the internet, here to bring you opinions of the world from an altered perspective. Here are your hosts, the Drunken Peasants.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Drunken Peasants Podcast. Episode, what is it now?
5, 6,
8?
8.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
We have Alan from the Not for Human Consumption podcast joining us. Hi, Alan.
Hello.
Welcome back,
How's
Alan.
it going? How you
Doing
guys
very well. Doing very well.
Someone said, "Oh, it's Wang." No, it's not Wang. It's White Wang.
That's racist.
I do believe that's
I'm
racist.
kidding. I'm kidding.
Yeah.
I like Justin Wang though. He does good shit.
Yeah. We had the ultimate crossover with him and the Cinema Snob.
That was great.
Kind of a rare thing that a lot of people enjoyed. So
People were like, this is the greatest crossover since Avengers.
you didn't like The fart from Dusty's owner?
No, not particularly. That was the second time I heard it. The first time I had my headphones on because I was listening to something.
And you could feel it like rumbling
I could feel
in
it drip into my ear.
Drip.
Oh,
Yeah, it dripped into my freaking ear. And
That makes it sound so bad.
This time around, I knew it was coming, but I didn't have enough time to take the headphones off, so I just like in my mind, I closed my eyes and started like thinking, "You're not hearing this. You're not hearing this. You're not hearing this."
It sounded like one he was really reaching for too. Like, did you hear it kind of just like sputted out?
He should have
like,
been reaching for toilet paper.
Didn't that guy go around farting in like a Kmart or some shit too?
Yeah.
Or am I mixing up my
No,
farters?
no, you're not. It's the same.
Okay.
One and the same.
He's farty.
The weird thing is he sent me a video compilation of him farting, and it's like 10 years worth of him. His face gets progressively younger. He looks younger throughout all of it, but it's just a bunch of different videos of him like shitting his pants, basically. His fart at the beginning sounded like a lawnmower that someone was trying really hard to start. You know?
Yeah.
Now
He
somebody,
did it, though. Good for him. Proud of him.
Somebody for scientific purposes should start farting on camera, into a microphone, recording it, and then over the years just continually bludgeon their anus with things to the point where it's just been destroyed, and we can hear the effects of anal destruction on farts over the years. That would be a good science project for one of you people watching at home.
It's your idea. Why don't you be patient zero on this one? Get in there.
I mean, I don't have it in me.
You haven't even tried. I believe in you, though.
I don't want to try.
Billy.
I believe in myself not to do it. I figure there's a lot of people out there with a lot of free time. I don't have that. I'm not afforded that. That luxury.
What is the majority of your time?
My time?
Honestly, what would you say consumes the majority of your time?
I spend a lot of time looking in the mirror.
Come on, dude. Be honest.
I'm
Come
very
on.
pretty.
I wanna interview the real William the Refrigerator Barry.
How about I go from this morning?
Okay.
Right? This morning I woke up.
Okay.
And
took a dump.
I did actually. I took 2 dumps today.
Of course, yeah.
I
That's
took
normally
but
what
not
we
right,
do in the
not
morning.
right- Not right when I woke up though.
What time did you wake up?
About 11 a.m.
Okay.
I was gonna joke and say 11:30. Fuck, he actually did.
Yeah, I've been closer to 11:30.
He needs his beauty sleep.
Yeah,
that's what I've noticed about this man.
And then I went and I set up my computer because I moved from where I was to a new place.
Oh, you did?
Yeah,
Cool.
I had to get my
Are
computer.
you living with
set up.
Joey now?
Yeah, I'm living with Joe.
Oh, damn.
So Joe and I are roommates, and Joe actually came into my room and looked at my bed, and I had all this computer stuff on my bed because I had to set up the stuff, but my other buddy was using my computer table at the time, so I had to get it back. And I got it back, and I set my computer up, and Joe, because Joe was mad he didn't have a place on my bed to sit down with me and talk when I woke up.
That's weird.
Because he likes to sit on my bed and talk to me in the mornings. It's a new routine we're doing.
That's gay.
Is it gay?
Yeah.
It's just a little.
Anyway, keep going.
It's just a little bedtime. Just a little bedtime
it's
with
Joe,
friends,
which makes it gay. Anyway.
And so I set up the computer. I did a bunch of testing with the router, a bunch of testing with the lighting and stuff. It took a while to get everything running right.
That's real work. Right
Yeah.
You're doing Jesus's work. Right
Then
there.
I practiced running around the room and standing in different areas to see how the camera would look. I started like kicking my leg up in the air, and I could hear my body clapping because of all the loose skin. So I started doing this dance. I started doing this dance where my body would clap against itself. And I was like, round of applause, round of applause, round of applause. And my body was just clapping.
Wow.
And then my buddy was like, I'm playing some Switch. So I watched him play some Switch. I had a Quest Hero bar, 200 calories, chocolate pecan flavor. And then I said, I have to go in to the studio because we got an episode of Drunken Peasants tonight. I hopped in my car. I drove here. I went to the grocery store. I bought a reasonable lunch from the grocery store. It was chicken, and it was green beans, and it was caprese salad with tomato and mozzarella.
Do you only poop once a day, would you say?
I don't know. It really depends.
Okay.
I had 2 poops today, though, because I pooped once, and then I had to go back and poop again. I showered.
I really want to dig deep on
I
this
showered
poop
3
schedule.
times.
Yeah, we should delve into this.
I showered 3 times. I showered
Why?
once I showered once before I pooped. And then I pooped and I showered again.
You felt that dirty after you pooped that you had to shower?
If I shower before I poop and then I poop right after, I have to re-shower, right? Like it's like
No, you don't.
Dude, I don't want to.
That's not how this works.
Yes. If I
wet wipes.
I mean, yeah. If you really need to clean that area, you could do that. Like there,
I just
there
want to
are
feel
options.
fresh, man. I just want to feel fresh. I didn't do a full second shower. I just went back in and I rinsed my balls and ass and everything, get a nice scrub in, use some more of the I use a body foam to wash my body with, so I got some of that foam lathered up.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I feel a second dump coming, because yesterday I went to an all-you-can-eat buffet. And so
what'd you have there?
I had lobster and crab and
Delicious.
prime rib, kalbi rib, pork rib. I had shrimp. I had all types of stuff. I had sashimi. I had a whole bunch of food, right? I was like my one meal of the day. I had one big meal, and then I had later I had some ice cream for dessert later in the night. But I had this one huge meal, and so that one meal was all coming out today. And it was a nice big dump, and I thought I was done, so I showered. And I got out of the shower again, and my stomach said, "Nah, bitch, you got to go again." And so I took a secondary shit and a trimester shower.
Billy told me this story where he drank a bunch of free beer and ate a bunch of chicken wings and took a shit while in a car. Like, he just could not stop himself.
Well, yeah, that was the time I shit in the car. Yeah. It wasn't just chicken wings; it was mac and cheese and stuff.
Ow!
There was a whole bunch of food. But then there was another time where I had free beer and free pizza, and I took the bus home because I had been drinking for 4 days straight. And I got to the bus stop, but I had a far way to walk, and I had to dump so bad. So I went and I went to the Kid Valley Burger place. It's called Kid Valley Burgers.
Yeah, Kid Valley Burgers.
Yeah, I went to Kid Valley Burgers because I thought maybe there would be a corner for me to poop in. I didn't see any corners, so I just sat in this flower pot. And I took a huge dump in the flower pot. And as I was crapping in the flower pot, I was facing a major highway when I was doing this, right? So I wanted it to look like I was just sitting on the flower flower pot. You know, I was trying to make it look like I was having a seat. But then a pimp drove by. And he looked at me, because this is where a lot of prostitutes are in Seattle. And the pimp looked at me and saw me from the side view, right? Because there's a side street. And I could tell he was a pimp. You could just tell. He had the rims on his car, and it was raised. It was like an old crusty Cadillac. It was purple. And he was looking through the window at me, and he squinted to see what I was doing there. And then then his eyes got really big because he noticed I was taking a shit in a flower pot. And and that was I made it to the flower pot at least then.
I like the story with your cousin in the car better.
Yeah, that was pretty rough.
Because you were like, "Stop, I gotta poop."
No, I couldn't stop. I was driving.
You were driving.
I was driving, but we were on I-5, the freeway. So there was nowhere to stop. God. I was like, dude, I'm going to crap myself right now. And he's like, don't do it. Wait till we get home. I was like, there's no waiting.
I'm crapping now.
I'm literally crapping as we're talking. And he was like, no, you're not.
Coming.
He's like, no, you're not. I can't smell it. And I was like, that's crazy. I can't smell it either. And we kept driving all the way home. And then I was like, okay, I got to run in.
Created a bubble.
I created a vacuum seal with my gigantic bulbous ass. And the leather seats of my 1985 Cadillac Seville. And as I peeled out, my cousin, forgetting that I had shit everywhere because the lack of smell, I opened the vacuum seal all at once, and he was stuck in the car, and he just started dry heaving. He probably would have puked if he had a little more, if he hadn't digested so much.
Did you burn this car in the desert after this?
No, because crazy thing was all the poop stayed in my pants. But
in your pants?
Yeah, I had a pant load. A pant load. It was disgusting.
He wears those pants that are baggy in the ass, but skinny on the legs. So it was probably like that, right?
Yeah, they had
they didn't run down your legs.
Yeah, it was solid.
They're skinny on the legs.
Yeah, they're basically full body diapers. They just hold everything inside the pant leg. If I ever run out of gasoline,
these are the kind of stories you just don't tell to anybody ever.
You think? if I ever run out of gasoline and I don't have a gas can to fill the gas in, I can just pour gasoline in my pants and then wring them out into my car's thing when I get back to the car, into the gas tank. That's how my pants work. They're great for storage.
Oh my god, that was so fucked up.
Yeah,
I love it.
Never again.
Yeah, that's that's just life when you're morbidly obese. Now that I'm not so big, I don't have those problems anymore.
I mean, I've sharded before, but I was like sick when that happened.
Yeah, and I
Well, you don't mean to do that.
Right.
Nobody ever means to. Well, some people probably do mean to shit their pants.
That's what bariatric briefs are for, though, right?
Yeah, that's true. I can't live that way,
dude. You would lose faith in humanity if you saw how many of those one factory in Ohio pumped out in one day.
Yeah.
Just one fucking factory. Think about how many of them there are.
Back before my Gammy Num Nums passed away, she had to use incontinence products.
Was she big?
She was probably like upper 200s.
Oh, well, short.
Yeah.
Okay.
5'3", 5'4",
okay.
upper
Yeah,
200s,
yeah.
86 years old.
Okay.
And it just, she couldn't get to the bathroom in time because she could barely walk. I'd have to wheel her around places.
I have an old doggy that's like that.
Yeah.
So what, incontinence pads and like diapers and shit?
Yeah, because that's just how people are. So I can understand some people using them. But then Ben told me that this place made like 5X, 6X diapers. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, holy shit. At that point,
I could wear them like suspenders. Like I could put them around my waist and the leg holes could stretch like up over my shoulders and I could fasten them in front of my neck and wear them like a pair of suspenders.
Yeah,
like
that's...
that.
See, when you told me that they made these 6X toilets, basically, they're wearable toilets from the way you described them. That made me lose a little faith because I thought it was just old people, But now it's people that are so fat they can't be bothered to walk to the bathroom. And I was probably at the weight that most of these people were, but I always would give it the old college try.
Yeah, sure.
I would always, and most of the time I would make it. Every once in a while I'd have an explosive story, like at the Whataburger in San Antonio, Texas.
Oh, I've been to a Whataburger in San Antonio before. The one in downtown?
I don't know if it was downtown.
Okay.
I was driving out of Texas.
Oh, okay.
And I was driving towards Dallas.
I went to the Royal Rumble at the Alamo Dome, and that, like, later that night, went to Whataburger, like, after the bars closed that night.
Whataburger! Yeah, I totally painted a Whataburger bathroom stall with explosive wet dyers. It was gross. It was terrible.
We were just talking on our show about how one of my co-hosts painted the walls of a Whataburger bathroom.
Really?
This must be like a thing. Yeah.
Well, he's in Arizona where they actually have
Friday.
Whataburger.
Yeah, I was just driving through Texas, and I'd been drinking.
I think they were just driving through.
Really?
Because my co-host hates Whataburger.
Oh, what?
And he was just like, I know.
That'll
he's
trigger
out of
Ben.
his mind. Nobody should
Whataburger is
like
my
him. Nobody
favorite
ever.
fast food burger. And I'm talking fast
too.
food. Like, I would say to qualify as fast food, the place has to have a drive-through. So that's the category you put.
What about
it
Dick's?
in. Dick's is like a throwback to the way burger places used to be back in the day. It is fast food.
It's fast food,
but it's local and
Yeah.
it's like regional. It's like regional.
Back when I gave up fast food, that's what I would tell myself I could eat Dick's Burgers in Seattle because it was local and there was no drive-through. I would say it's fine, it's local. There's no drive-through.
Fuck, dude! Tomorrow on my birthday, I'm gonna have myself some Dick's
Hey,
drive-through.
I
Drive in.
believe it.
It's good. Like there's like a weird relish they put on the burgers.
it's a tartar.
tartar sauce.
It's a tartar sauce. Yeah, it's like the mayonnaise with tartar in it.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a basically a tartar.
It's sweet though.
It's got a bit of a sweet to it. It's the sweet pickle relish, right?
Yeah,
with
yeah,
the
yeah.
tartar, so with the mayonnaise, so it becomes a tartar. But yeah, it's really good. You can get it in a little cup for like
And they have
a nickel
like,
or something.
And they have like the shoestring fries.
Yeah, classic potato fries. They're floppy.
Doing like the In-N-Out fries, kind of. Where they're not that
they're
great,
better than
but they're
In-N-Out.
Cool because they're niche.
Dude, yeah. People will tell. Dude, remember Hampton Brandon was like, "This is the shit."
Yeah, they're better than In-N-Out. They're just like they're The fries themselves have a lot of the brown on them, you know, from the potato itself. Like it's not peeled; it's just super sliced.
okay.
Then it's deep fried, and they're kind of
They're
kind of floppy. They're not crispy like a lot of fries are, but they're really good. They're cooked thoroughly. You know. Are they going to show some fries?
I don't know.
They have milkshakes.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't have no fries there.
Burgers. He's making a fry. That's a potato right there.
Yep, they're going to crush it, make a little shoestring
And so
fries.
even the burgers kind of look like what In-N-Out sells. So
And-
I get it. They're like that classic burger, but whatever. Like that's good. I'm more into like if I'm going to do fast food burgers, I'll do Whataburger or Carl's Jr.
Carl's Jr. is
that's about
great.
it.
I love
So
Carl's Jr.
yeah,
that's a Dick's Burgers and Fries.
yeah.
The one in the or the gold wrapper, like the silver. They got gold wrapper. That's a Dick's Deluxe.
Okay.
So that's got 2 patties, cheese, tartar, and lettuce. And then they do in the silver wrapper. That's a Dick's Special. It comes with tartar, lettuce, and a patty. And then the cheeseburger in the yellow wrapper is just a burger with ketchup and mustard and cheese or whatever. And then the burger is the regular hamburger is just burger, mustard, and ketchup. Very basic.
I see.
And they don't do special orders. They have 3 flavor milkshakes. You can get strawberry, chocolate, or vanilla. And then the French fries, you can get like onions and bullshit on the side. It's a really good, fast, quick burger. They run on efficiency because they don't fuck around with special orders or anything like that. That's how they
It's true.
They pay their employees like $17 an hour starting and give them
Damn.
options for college and all types of stuff.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
In-N-Out does that too. It's like I almost want to work there just on the side because it's good money.
Even
Fuck.
I heard Starbucks like gives their part-time employees
Yeah.
health insurance.
Yeah, there's health and stuff here. It's like they're setting a model for how businesses should be. And I think when someone like McDonald's tells you that they can't pay a certain wage, or one like Walmart can't pay a certain wage, it's not that they can't; it's that they don't want to, and they don't have to because
McDonald's
They don't have to.
McDonald's exists even in places where they can't serve hamburgers, like in India where they have to like serve lamb and chicken.
Yeah.
Instead, there's still McDonald's there. You know what I mean? So McDonald's is on every corner of the planet.
Yeah.
It's just craziness. McDonald's can afford to pay people more.
They could.
I'm
but
sure
then,
they could.
But then they couldn't.
could, but
then they couldn't
they
afford.
don't.
You know what? Part of the McDonald's franchising model that fails is that they allow people to open franchises too close to one another. It was another thing that failed with Subway. Dude, they you can go to a place and have 3 or 4 different Subway restaurants all vying for the same market, like in that local area.
Yeah, a Starbucks here in Seattle.
Dude.
There's a Starbucks across the street from a Starbucks
Yes.
on multiple corners.
Yes. There's a shopping center. It's the what is it called?
The Westlake?
No. In Bellevue, South Bellevue. Not Crossroads, but the other one. There's a mall.
Factoria?
Factoria.
Yeah.
There's a shopping center in the Factoria area that there's a Starbucks on one side of it, then there's a grocery store with a Starbucks in it, and then there's a Starbucks all the way at the other end of it too.
Yeah.
I went to Manhattan once upon a time, and I remember there was an intersection where there were Starbucks on like the same the same intersection, opposite corners, where they'd be 50 feet apart.
Yeah,
and it was common to see that. I was like, how is this even sustainable for a business? Like when you've got a Starbucks here, and then 50 feet away, right on the other side of the street, there's another one.
Downtown Seattle.
Are people that fucking lazy to where they just won't cross the street to go to one, and they'll go to the closer one?
Yeah.
I don't get how that's even possible.
They're
Why
like a
would they do
block
that?
apart downtown Seattle. You'll be walking and be like, oh, there's a Starbucks. If you see the lines long, you're like, I'll just keep walking another block and find a line that isn't long. And then finally you'll pass all the Starbucks, and you know what they'll do? You'll get your Uber Eats app out and have the Starbucks delivered to your job. It's ridiculous. They're everywhere. Starbucks is in Westeros.
Westeros.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
On
Right. I saw that.
recent episode of Game of Thrones, the Khaleesi had a Starbucks cup in front of her and nobody caught it during filming.
Really?
There was like a scene with a Starbucks cup out there.
That is so ridiculous. How the fuck did they miss that?
Starbucks product placement, dude. They probably paid her a ton of money to sneak that on set.
I doubt that.
I know, but it's funny that it was there.
Got a ton of attention.
He called me, sir. It got me so fuming angry.
People are discriminating against wolves.
Wow. They're laughing at us, at our stupidity.
Action news.
And you better well learn to love it.
We got a whole bunch of stuff here. By the way, my birthday is tomorrow, and for some of you, my birthday is today, depending on where you live.
Tomorrow.
And I am really fucking high right now. So,
I would say happy birthday, but I said it to you last night, so I'm not going to do it again.
Last night was an awesome stream.
Yeah, I checked in for a second on my phone because I wasn't anywhere near home. I looked on my phone for like a second. Had to run off, but
yeah, me and Hannibal and Monty and Alan.
Yeah.
Craziness last night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beat your ass in trivia. That's all I know.
Yeah, you did. I want a rematch. Maybe by the end of tonight that might happen. We'll see.
Authorities also investigating this weekend's aviation accident here in the U.S. Charter plane skidded off the runway into a river in Jacksonville. ABC's Victor Akendo is on the scene. And Victor, what's happening with that plane right now?
Oh, good morning, George. Investigators need to get to that critical cockpit voice recorder as they try to determine a cause. But the problem is it's located in the tail of the plane. As you take a look behind me, you can see that part of the plane. It's still submerged. So before they can get in there, the plane needs to be removed. And before that can happen.
So the thing that records what's going on in the cockpit is in the tail of the plane?
Yeah, it always has been.
Why?
What they're bitching about, too, is that it's in the tail and they can't get to it. You can see the exit doors are above water. You can just walk in the plane and grab it. But yeah, the tail recorder's always been in the back of the plane. I don't know. There's probably some.
Well, you got to figure that the tail is the area where it's going to have the least amount of impact if you do crash.
I guess so.
Yeah, that'd probably be it.
Yeah.
So, they need to take out all the fuel.
That is very logical, actually.
Yeah.
This morning, new images of passengers stranded on the wings of a plane in the middle of a storm.
Baby coming through, baby coming through.
The harrowing moments caught on video just after the plane carrying 143 people overran a Jacksonville runway and slid into a river.
Turbulence started.
I would poop myself. I'm not gonna lie. Like
I'd
if I
poop
was
myself for less.
I know. we went over that earlier. Yeah, I would poop myself in fear if a plane did anything out of the ordinary. Like if it took a random nosedive, which I've heard planes have done. How like just out of nowhere a plane will just start nosediving for like a couple hundred feet and then be okay.
If we started getting crazy turbulence, I'd try and initiate an orgy with the passengers.
All right, time to fuck. We're all about to die.
Guys, we're gonna die anyways. Let's start sucking each other's buttholes. Just like that.
Yeah.
They'd be like, yeah, let's do it. One of us. And they'd all start getting naked.
Dude, last night on my stream, I played about half of the Aristocrats joke by Gilbert Godfrey for Hannibal and Monty, and they were like, what the fuck is this?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
They were a little surprised by the content.
Had you ever heard that before, Alan? The Aristocrats?
Not before, but last night I hopped in right when you started playing that. So now I'm up to speed, I think, unless there's more to it.
You got to watch the documentary. It's
there's
crazy.
a documentary about it because that's a joke that a lot of comedians have told.
It goes back to like the days of vaudeville.
Yeah,
where the comedians, would have to. They could work blue in the vaudeville rooms, but the guys would work blue in like the vaudeville rooms. They'd work regular in like the open comedy settings because it was. You could get away with a lot of that shit, but when it was each other in the back room, they would try and tell this horrible fucking joke to like get the other guys to like cringe or pop or be like, oh god, you're fucking sick. So they would just practice the worst fucking shit they could say amongst each other because everybody had a sick sense of humor, but they couldn't always deliver the sickest stuff on stage. It was just you get decency laws violated in the 1930s and 20s and shit. So they would have these in the back door because everybody like. In Hollywood today, everybody's got their face where they're very prim and proper. I'm Angelina Jolie, and I want to save the hungry babies, stuff like that. But in the back room, Angelina Jolie just like takes huge dumps and then finger paints with it. You know she does, because people are sick, especially in
Allegedly.
Hollywood. They're sick. In Hollywood, they're all sick. Brad Pitt probably eats fetuses in a soup that he has a crock pot in his room, because people are sick in Hollywood.
So that's what the documentary is about, is Angelina Jolie finger painting with her shit?
The documentary is about how the
Brad-
comedians would tell this joke to each other over the years, and every comedian kind of tells a little bit of their own version of the joke. It's really funny, really cool.
It's meant to
I'll
be
check it out.
the sickest, most disgusting joke you can possibly tell.
Yeah.
That's the goal when you tell it. Like the most vile, disgusting thing your mind can think of.
Honestly, all the James Gunn's tweets that got him fired from Guardians of the Galaxy 3 probably came after he watched this documentary. And he's like, that's funny. I'm going to start doing this on Twitter. And then boom, you look like a fucking asshole. You could never tell this joke in current climate.
I'm going to tell my version next week on our show.
Damn.
I'm going to practice it all week and get it out there.
Rumbling started, and then all of a sudden it was like a small thud, like a small bump, and then it was just the massive impact.
Those on board the Boeing 737, chartered by the Department of Defense, carrying military and civilians from Guantanamo Bay, Cuba to the Naval Air...
Yeah, see, it wasn't even a commercial flight. It was a charter flight from Guantanamo to Florida.
Huh.
So... Station in Jacksonville last
It was a
Friday
civilian commercial or charter flight. I don't know. There are special government clearance now for Cuban Americans who have family that still live in Cuba. I don't know if Trump reversed that or not, but there were like those were opened under Obama at some point.
Does a charter flight get them through having to have like passports and stuff?
No.
Tell us the top of the aircraft cracked on impact, letting water inside. Video clearly shows the nose cone of the plane was torn off. Firefighters taking the passengers to shore. Somehow, everyone survived.
For the most part, it was another miracle. I don't know how we survived.
22.
Oh my God!
I don't know how
people
we
were taken to
survived.
hospitals.
You survived because you survived, right?
Yeah, the plane wasn't even fucked up.
Yeah, I mean there was little impact. It just kind of slid into the water, and they're made to float if they don't hit. I mean, they didn't hit the water. It didn't hit the water hard. It kind of like flew into the water. You're lucky the water was there, honestly. What if there was like a fucking mountain there or something instead?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Get this
But
nice
everyone-
soft water landing.
Yeah.
Will be okay. NTSB investigates.
Yeah, because you made landfall and then slid into the water. It wasn't like you hit the water. I mean, obviously, if you hit the water, it's like concrete if you hit it at a hard enough, like a fast enough speed. But
They weren't going that fast because the engines didn't get torn off the wings. or
no, the
anything.
plane
It's
is
just
still
kind of
intact.
Well, and
There's no damage to it.
The jet skidded, right? It didn't have any real drop. It never really picked up severe altitude. I think the idea that it skidded off track meant that it just kind of slid into the fucking water.
Yeah. It tried to land and it like spun out basically
all weekend trying to determine the cause.
The real miracle is if they would have turned that entire water that it landed in into wine.
Data recorder.
Oh my God.
That would have been a miracle.
The critical cockpit
Thank you,
voice
Jesus.
recorder still in the tail of the
We're
plane.
drinking for free
submerged.
now.
Weather is also being looked at as a possible contributing factor in this near tragedy.
Things could have turned out a lot worse than they did. I think God had his hand on that plane.
It was probably
off.
God.
I knew that
right?
was coming.
I
knew that shit was coming.
I think it was God. If it was really God, though, like,
no, thank the pilot. You should be blowing the pilot.
Thank the fact that the plane never reached a certain altitude and just skidded off the track instead of went up and then fucking dropped down from any conceivable level of death and destruction. You got lucky, guys. You got lucky and you got unlucky because most planes just take off and get to their destination.
I wouldn't thank the pilot just yet. This could be totally his fault for doing something just fucked up. Because when they were landing, just after, did they land or take off?
They were landing from Cuba.
They were landing, so they landed and just went right off the end of the runway. Yeah, that could be the pilot's fault. I don't know, but either way, I don't think some imaginary thing in the sky saved anybody's lives here.
I don't know. This plane is not imaginary, and it was supposed to be in the sky.
And there's no real timeline on when this plane
At this point,
might
it was
be
supposed to be
removed.
on the
They're still looking
ground
at
at this
options.
point.
They might keep it here at the Naval Air Station or take it elsewhere.
Maybe the pilot thought he was Baloo from Tailspin and thought he was just landing.
Tailspin.
Another tailspin.
I love Tailspin.
Okay, Victor, thanks very much. Let's bring in our aviation expert, Steve Gannard. Steve, let's start out with what happened in Jacksonville. It really could have been much worse.
Could have been much worse. George, if you look at the runway lights that extend into the water and how the airplane just veered off at the last second, if it had hit those runway lights, concrete steel could have opened up the airplane fire. This could have been a real tragedy.
Right. Oh. They're lucky they went into the water.
Well, I don't think it's luck, Ben. It's obviously God. It's the hand
There's
of God.
lights in the water, but they went off to it looked like to the right of them. So whoever was controlling the plane right at the last second probably just turned it off to the side real quick. I'm just guessing, but yeah, it could have been way worse either way.
We saw that video of the plane bouncing there on the tarmac. What does that reveal to you?
Other than a botched landing, not much. So they had to come back for an emergency. It sounds like they lost communication. But if you look, they hit almost twice and then finally hit so hard it broke the airplane apart. And
yeah, this is something else.
Was God responsible for this one too?
Caused that terrible fire that we see in the video.
What about this idea that the troubles might have first been caused
Did God do this to this plane, or did he only save the other plane because he was too busy to save the other plane to save these people?
Yeah.
I don't know.
He can only divide his attention so much, you know?
That's the one problem with God, is that he just can't do everything right. God, you're a fuck up.
Manny said he's flying to Seattle right now.
Manny, you be careful.
Manny, you're a sweet boy.
He's leaving from Miami too, isn't he?
Yeah, he's going to skid across the runway and land in the Puget Sound.
Yeah, may the only skid marks be in your underwear, Manny. This is a very shitty episode.
This is this is probably the greatest episode ever.
Because of how shitty it is.
Yes.
A lot of shit in this episode.
Yeah, I think
Why that would have botched the landing. You know, for some reason they came in and hit really hard the first time, the airplane bounced again, and then caught it on fire on the second. But if you look at the response once the fire started, I'm really concerned that people may have lost their lives due to the slow response of the crash fire rescue people at the airport. Should not been that long.
It did take a little bit of time. We also heard from Dan that this Superjet has been shunned by European and U.S. companies.
It's a Russian design. It's only flown in Russia. It's got a very poor reliability record. It's not.
Oh my God! Okay.
Commercially successful. It's an airplane to avoid.
Fucking damn Ruskies.
Steve Gannard, thanks very much.
I always appreciate Steve's insight, George.
I always appreciate
Hi, everyone.
Steve's inside, George Stephanopoulos.
If it was like a horrible plane, why would we allow them to fly in our airspace? Couldn't we just be like, you can't fly this aircraft?
You're banned,
Was that first plane that went off the runway a Russian plane?
No, I think they're talking about the one that bounced in. I think they're talking about the one that bounced and cracked in half and then caught on fire.
Yeah, they were saying how the Russian planes weren't allowed to fly from America anyway, so it couldn't have been the charter plane unless they were doing some egregious shit.
Thanks, American News, for telling me about a plane I'll never fly on ever.
In L.A., they renamed a street Obama Boulevard.
Hey!
Was Obama there, or did he not even give a shit?
President Barack Obama Boulevard. This is where you can come pick up hot trans prostitutes.
Yeah. In 50 years, Obama Boulevard will be like Martin Luther King Boulevard, where like you don't want to be caught at, at a certain
Let me
time
tell
of
you
day.
something, fellas. It's not my street. Never will be my street.
Nope.
Tell you, I didn't even vote
It'll
for that
never
street.
be my street.
You know this street begins all the way in Kenya?
Yeah.
Where I was born. I was born in Kenya.
Are you fired up?
Obviously, he wasn't.
Ready to go?
I can't tell, like, on this stage, I feel like there's a whole bunch of Stevie Wonders.
I love how Obama didn't even show up. He don't give a shit.
He don't give a fuck about this little ass piddly road.
Yeah.
He's like, am I getting paid? They're like, no, Obama.
Oh.
He's like, I ain't showing up.
Done with this shit.
Let's see.
Fanfare for us.
Oh, dude, here's Billy's guy. Billy's candidate already. You've already thrown your support behind a
Andrew
candidate.
Yang?
Yeah.
Yang Gang.
Here's your boy.
If you hang in long enough, as you go down the long list of Democratic presidential contenders, past famous names like Joe Biden, Bernie Sanders, Elizabeth Warren, Kamala Harris, and now Mayor Pete Buttigieg.
I like how he's below all of these people.
You say all these names, but that's because all these people are being pushed by a corporate backer. Andrew Yang is a fucking tech giant, dude. And you know what? Out of the list of people, he's only one of 8 people who qualify for the Democratic debates so far. So he's coming to the debates already this early in his campaign. So he's got momentum,
You'll come to
man.
one name that may not ring a bell. Andrew Yang. He's a long shot, to put it mildly, but the 44-year-old is a smart, serious
Wow, he's
guy
young,
with an
too.
idea
44,
that has some
that's young
voters
for
stopping to
president.
listen. Simone Boyce of our streaming service, NBC News Now, has our Sunday Spotlight.
I don't think he stands a snowball's chance in hell.
I like your choice of words, Benjamin, because snowballing is exactly what he's doing. As
He's
this
spitting
as
cum
this,
back into-
as this
Yeah.
snowball rolls
Sure, cum.
down the hill, it's
Is he-
collecting.
Is he spitting cum into other
It's
people's mouths?
collecting more snow, and it's becoming an
Oh.
avalanche, Benjamin.
Oh,
and
I
at
thought
some
you were going
point,
to make the usual sexual
at
reference.
some
that you
point,
make.
this snowball's chance in hell is going to become the fucking avalanche that tears apart society
say
as we know it.
avalanche?
Avalanche. That tears apart the structure, the
Avalanche.
structure of society as we know it. And then you know what we do? You know what we do? We rebuild for the future. We rebuild for the future.
Do you think you're fancier when you say common words all fancy like that? Like avalanche?
I don't much think about the way I say words. I just say them.
At least a quarter of American jobs, from office administration to trucking, even food prep, could be replaced by robots in the near future. Lower paying jobs requiring less education are at greatest risk.
Being a truck driver is the most common job in 29 states, and the trucks are going to start driving themselves.
Yeah, that is very true.
Yep.
I would say minimum 25 years trucks will be driving themselves.
Andrew Yang has the best interest of every single human in the United States. And you can't say that about most presidential candidates.
And where does so are they going to like tax people who use automation?
There's going to be a lot of different taxes added into those areas.
Because then automation won't be so cheap.
But we're also going to put like a tax on like a
VAT tax.
yeah. So we're going
I
to see
paid those kind of taxes in Canada.
Yeah.
Canada has those kind of like.
And we're going to see that on a lot of luxury items, not every item, but luxury items.
Yeah.
And we're going to see every American getting their $1,000 a month.
People are saying never happening in the chat, Billy. What do you say to that?
I mean, how do I respond to never happening? Why? Because you don't believe you deserve $1,000 a month? Is that what you think inside of you? You don't think you deserve $1,000 a month?
Those prospects have some
I think you
worry,
deserve it.
including tech entrepreneur Andrew Yang.
We need to wake America up to the fact it's not immigrants, it's technology that's changing our economy in fundamental ways. They're
taking our job. Damn robots. You know what? George Lucas was almost prophetic with that shit. When the droids walked into the bar and they're like, we don't serve your kind around here. They're mad because they took their fucking jobs.
Yep.
That's what it was.
Yes.
You're right.
That's what it was.
It's true.
Droids did the jobs that people could do.
It's true.
Fuck.
They took our jobs.
Dude, it's all so clear now.
We don't serve your kind here.
So when they do like a
I got
reshowing
so
of
fucking
the original
high
Star
that
Wars
I
in the theaters
realized
and that
that.
scene comes up,
It's true.
people are gonna like cheer.
In Star Wars, the droids took the common folks' job.
Yeah.
And what other jobs were left?
The moisture farmers.
The moisture farmers. The farmers were there, just like in America now. The farmers are there, but the moisture farmers become automated. There's less jobs. But here's the big thing.
What happens when you go to the Toshi station to pick up some power converters?
What's the biggest welfare in the United States right now?
The biggest
the
welfare?
biggest social program in the United States.
Social Security.
The military.
Oh, okay.
So all those other people that need a social program, they go join the fucking stormtroopers, dude. They join the Empire. Because the droids took their fucking jobs. They had to go work for the Empire. This is America we live in right now. Andrew Yang is telling you
we're gonna go work for
unless you want to work for the Empire, We need to start giving everybody $1,000 a month.
He needs to make you his fucking running mate. Dude,
He might.
everyone tweet at Andrew Yang and tell him Billy the Fridge for his running
He
mate.
might have to.
There's, you know what? How many people will get behind him?
He was in Seattle this weekend.
So
I went
many.
and saw him. In Seattle, he had over 3,000 people there live to see him. I was front and center. Well, I was like 4 people
Did you
back in
kiss him?
center. I could have kissed him. I could have. But I didn't want to interrupt the man. He's working. He's doing the math,
Now
man.
Retail workers, call center workers, fast food workers, eventually truck drivers.
That's why Yang is running for president, and he's pitching a bold idea: universal basic income. He wants to give a stipend of $1,000 a month to every American over the age of 18. No strings attached.
If you were to put $1,000 a month in their hands, they
I'll tell you what, there's a lot of people who pay close to that a month in student loans, and that would like change their fucking world.
It would change a lot of people's worlds.
That.
And even if you have a lot of money, that $1,000 a month is still coming to you. And you know what it's going to do? It's going to lower your tax burden every year. It's going to allow you to create a bit more of a nest egg.
Oh man, I mean, you could put it all towards taxes. Like
Yeah.
if you owned $10,000 or $12,000 in taxes, you could put 100% of that.
Anybody saying, but the rich here, like the rich are going to get their $1,000 a month too. And you know what else they're going to get? They're going to get an invigorated population with money to spend, and they're going to find ways to make that fucking money back off these people. And every person that gets
but anytime this happens or people are for this, just the bigger companies just pass the expense on to the consumer. So you're just going to spend it again anyway. It doesn't matter.
They did the math. The inflation might go up to being $750 a month over time. But we have inflation anyways. If you look at this, the way things were in the 70s, we've had inflation without increase of wages. So we have a serious problem we need to address. And we're addressing it by battling the fucking robots. We're going to battle these robots,
The
dude.
Borg?
We're going to battle the
in the most
Borg.
positive,
$1,000 a
beneficial
month.
way
Yang gang.
possible. And that's something that families are in better position to know than the government.
Yang believes this plan would tackle inequality and create jobs. He's already testing it out with one couple in New Hampshire.
It's definitely a stress relief off our shoulders to have this extra money.
Hey, Chuck. It's good to see
Chuck
you, man.
and Jody
Good to be here.
Fossey
Hey, Jody.
are the first to try out Yang's universal basic income proposal. After Chuck Fossey lost his job, Yang offered him $1,000 a month out of his own pocket.
When you got the call right before
I'm
Christmas,
gonna hit him up.
we were stunned. We were in shock. My husband actually started crying because he's like, there's got to be somebody more deserving than us.
Do you feel like Andrew Yang has earned your vote?
I feel like, yeah, I probably.
I would hope he earned their vote.
If he's going to give everybody $1,000 a month, the least you could do is vote for him. It's the least you could do. Guys, give me $1,000 a month. Give him a vote. He's okay.
I don't think. I think Congress would have to vote on this. I don't think the president.
I
can
think
just
if
make
America
this
got
happen.
behind this relative unknown with an idea, Congress
I
would
think-
support him. Because this is how Congress
Bush
supports
was
you.
giving out. Bush was giving out those stimulus packages.
yeah, but that wasn't a mandate for $1,000 a month,
And that didn't work.
indefinitely.
And that didn't work. And this will work because you know why? Because he did the math. Make America think harder.
Probably will wind up
math.
Okay, but what's the catch? For starters, $12,000 a year couldn't replace a truck driver's salary. Critics of universal basic income also fear it would drive federal spending, raise taxes, and fuel inflation.
Do you see any downsides to universal basic income, though? I mean, there's always the fear that it'll disincentivize work.
It's actually pro-work. It will create 2 million jobs in the economy because people will have more money to spend.
So how does Yang plan to pay for all this? Combine certain welfare programs and tax the big corporations that are automating away American jobs.
So who's going to win? It's going to be Amazon, Google, Facebook, Uber, like the biggest tech companies.
None of those motherfuckers want him to win.
Well,
those are some powerful enemies right there. Look at all of them.
Well,
how many of them control the information that influences votes?
They're creating the problem here. They're creating the divide with the earning power through automation and technology.
Those are some powerful enemies. to
They're
have.
taking advantage of technology to make themselves money. It's time we as America take advantage of technology to make everybody money. And that's what this is about. It's the wealth is is there, right? The money will create a boost in our economy initially, and as the economy grows, people will have the money to pay their loans and not stress and not worry so much. They can go find better jobs because the robots will do all the shit jobs anyways. This $1,000 a month is finally giving people the bootstraps that people like Amazon and Google historically told everybody to pull themselves up by.
Companies. What we need to do is we need to put the American public in position to actually harness the gains from all these new innovations. And the best way to do that is to join every other advanced economy in the world and implement a value-added tax.
While some countries like Canada, Finland, and Spain have launched UBI pilot programs, it's never been tested nationwide in the U.S. Though Alaskans do seem to benefit from a smaller scale UBI program in their state.
My God.
Yeah, Alaska. We always hear about that. Every Alaskan citizen gets.
It's been working very well.
Gosh.
That's a very small population.
I love it.
Well,
in a state with unbelievable resources, and look, they're Freemasons.
Our country has
See that?
unbelievable. Our country has unbelievable resources. We're forgetting that our country has unbelievable resources. Technology
Conditions in our workplace force us to adapt. It looks like unconditional cash will remain at the center of the debate around solutions. For Sunday Today, Simone Boyce, Manchester, New Hampshire.
Thank you, Simone Voice.
What state is Yang from? What is he running?
He's a New York entrepreneur. You know, he's a New York.
So his home
guy.
state's a given anyway. Huh. I don't know.
He did the math, okay?
You know, the mayor of New York is thinking about running for president now.
Everybody can think,
All
right?
these retards are just jumping in.
Everybody can do what they want to do. Yang is fresh, and he has an idea that works on paper.
I'll tell you what, though, being mayor of New York, I would say gives you more experience to be president than being mayor of any other city.
Andrew Yang's never been a politician.
Yeah.
He's a mathematician.
Yeah, I know.
All right, this makes it an even 200. New York Mayor Bill de Blasio apparently seriously considering a presidential run. It's not really 200. As you know, it's 188. Anyway, we've got Joe Gasparino here.
That's Fox News humor right there.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
You serious about this?
199 people who can't beat Trump.
It's looking that way, the way this economy.
He is very serious. I've been talking to New York Dems all day. The way they're explaining it is this.
Oh, Pimmonk in the chat. Pimmonk, you can jump up in here.
Come on by.
If you want to. We will have you on.
Do the walk on by.
Say happy birthday to me, Pimmonk. My birthday is in a matter of hours.
I do have to learn Yang's other policies, though. Everybody's like, learn Yang's other policies before you get him into the White House. I do need to know his other policies. Like, is he killing fat people? Because that might change my vote. If he's just going out saying we're going to murder fat people.
Yeah, that's how he's going to give everyone the $1,000 a month. He's going to turn all the fat people into soap, and
everybody gets
sell
rendered.
It. Yeah,
Yep.
I would let them take my fat out via liposuction.
A lot of your fat's gone now.
I would give them the rest of the fat and stuff. They could turn that into soap if they want.
They're going to kill you. So you don't tell anyone about their fat soap.
Off to the glue factory you go.
Yeah.
And look what $1,000 a month will do for the homeless problem. Right?
They'll be homeless with money.
Are you sure?
That's how that works. Oh yeah.
No, they'll have enough money not to be homeless, or they'll have enough money to just overdose.
Yeah, they'd have money for drugs, and all of our intersections would be clean.
It's cold, but
beggars.
That's because it's partially true. Some of them would just overdose.
Yeah.
That first 1,000 they got, they buy a fucking lethal dose of whatever they're into and die from it.
But for most people, like think of yourself, maybe $1,000 a month wouldn't help you. But I know a whole lot of moms out there, single moms or moms that are staying with guys or staying in jobs where they're being positioned unhappily and having to put up with it because they don't have anything else to help them. And this will free up a lot of people to change their fucking life. $1,000 a month might be exactly what America needs. I'm willing to give it a try.
I think you have to think about the actual logistics about how this could happen, especially with the way our government works. simply becoming president will not give him the power to do that.
But if he becomes president from being a nobody,
if that's the platform he's running on, I want to let you know, in reality, there's a chance even with the full intention of making it happen, there's a chance it'll never happen in 8 years of being president, because that's not something he can just pass an executive order.
But if he gets the
to
people
make
behind
happen.
him and he tells them exactly what he wants and he does the math, the Congress has to listen. DC might listen now, even if he doesn't make it as president, because of his climb. He might be able to get them to listen anyways. He went to DC and he told them the problem of automation, and they just were like, they didn't understand it. They just
they're pretending not
off.
to understand it because they have lobbyists and shit that lobby for that.
They
kind
don't
of shit.
understand it. They're old dumb
Oh my
people
God.
that listen to
Yes,
what the
they do.
lobbyists tell them.
They understand it saves money for rich people.
But they don't understand the implications of what it does to the entire population.
Anything
right?
about giving more money to poor people, they're not going to be on the side of.
We'll see.
Even if you give it to rich people, they don't give a shit about
Andrew
that.
Yang isn't some sort of
That's a
social
drop in the
security
bucket.
dude, right? Andrew Yang is a businessman. He's an entrepreneur. He's not doing this because he
I don't
feels
care.
like people need $1,000. He feels like the economy needs the people to have $1,000 to thrive. And he wants to
I know
make
a rich businessman that became president. He was going to build a wall that one time. Remember?
What did you
Dude,
building?
I told Dick Masterson that it was probably never going to happen.
Look, the wall isn't going to keep robots out of America. All right? He misdiagnosed the problem. He built a wall blaming it on Mexico, but it's not Mexico, it's automation. The automatons are coming for your jobs, and maybe you should worry about the fucking robots.
Is Pimpy here? Is he frozen?
Mexicans are robots?
No, Mexicans are not the problem. Everybody's trying to blame the Mexicans, but it's the robots.
What happened to Pimpy?
We have to build a firewall.
Oh, there he is. There he is.
To
There he
keep the
is.
robots from taking our money.
What's up?
We got Jesus in here, man.
Yeah, I know.
He looks like a meth head Jesus. I love him.
Meth
though.
head Jesus. All right.
I had to
That's
go
new
to a
one for me.
funeral
I'll go
today,
with it.
man.
Oh, that's sad. Oh no, he's going auto tune on us.
Fuck me.
All right, you're back. You're back.
I just got home from a funeral.
Well, those are not enjoyable usually.
No, that wasn't. Early birthday, by the way.
Thank you, thank you. Sometimes, have you ever been to a wake before? Which that's like the after funeral party where you get wasted and eat good food. Oh, I see your doggy like humping something.
Yeah, he knows everything.
Oh man, that's a cute doggy. Oh,
He is.
yeah.
He's a badass pit, man. He'll fuck y'all up.
I got a badass Chihuahua that'll like chew your toenails off. I don't know.
I don't know.
I got a thick
My
dick
camera's.
that eats fucking puppy chow.
You got a no. I don't know what the hell you're talking about. Anyways, how you doing, Billy?
Good. You went to the funeral today. Was it somebody very close to you?
It was my uncle. Well, it was my dad's brother, my stepdad's brother. But we weren't. I went because of my dad, and that was the sad part, man. He broke down and shit. Yeah.
Yeah. My condolences to your family, man. That's always rough.
Appreciate it.
It's always
Yeah, it was a
rough.
rough time, but got to see my sister though. I hadn't seen her in a little bit, so.
Nice.
Okay.
Is she hot?
Yeah, actually, she is kind of.
Is she single?
Christ.
No, but her boyfriend's tiny.
I could trade in.
Yeah, you could probably beat him up.
Should I tag in?
No, because if you went with my sister, Billy, I'd have to kill you.
Why? You don't think I'd take good care of her? I'm a sweet boy.
You don't want a niece or nephew that looks like Billy?
Yeah. Could
I
you
don't
imagine?
want a mini fridge.
Could you imagine that shit?
Could you imagine the little
God.
dimpled fucking fridge monks?
Fridge monks.
The little dimpled fridge
they're-
monks?
Now you just gave anybody who could draw something to draw.
Yeah.
There's gonna be all kinds of fucking fridge monk memes now.
I didn't make it
Fridge
sexual.
monk.
I didn't make it sexual at all. It's about family.
Well, to make babies, you have to have sex. You fucking idiot.
Yeah, that's some sort of sexualization of perversion here. I'm talking about not just making babies, making family with you, pimp monk. If I'm be your brother,
Brother-in-law? Family, homie.
I switched from the alcoholic drinks to the kombuchas.
Ginger turmeric.
I guess this technically has
too.
like a trace of alcohol or something in it.
Yeah, it does.
It's like less than 1% or something. I don't know.
really want to try hard to get drunk as fuck on kombuchas.
There
It's gotta
are
be, it can be possible.
Actually, there are kombuchas that'll get you drunk. Like there are high alcohol.
no,
ones.
just those. No, not even the high alcohol ones.
It says dude, you'd have to drink so many of these to even get a little buzz. It says this.
Can happen.
It says contains less than 0.5% alcohol.
I could do it.
I can do it.
You'd have to drink a whole bunch. You can't even taste alcohol in this shit.
Oh, you could just buy some whiskey and get fucking drunk.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I'll just drink this garbage.
Bud Light.
No, Keystone Light.
Oh
Classy.
shit! I didn't even see the Keystone. That's
No. He's got to drink the High Life, the champagne of beers.
I haven't had High Life in a while. I would though.
It's not alcoholic. It even says on it non-alcoholic, but technically it has
even non-alcoholic beer has like a point.
Yeah. It says
0.05% or
non-alcoholic contains less than 0.5% alcohol by volume.
Yeah, I think if there is alcohol by volume in it, it has to be labeled non-alcoholic.
Yeah.
Right?
So it's like non-alcoholic. I mean, non-alcoholic beer has more alcohol.
Yeah,
than
but this is
kombucha.
beer for people who don't want to be alcoholics.
Yeah.
That's basically what it is. Because you can never drink enough of it to get drunk.
Right.
Because
Well,
you
you
just start
could.
peeing and pooping out your ass.
Maybe, I don't know. It's I went to a naturopathic doctor to get my weed license renewed, and he told me to drink more fermented drinks. Oh, and eat more fermented
Get
foods.
some kimchi, Benjamin.
He said kimchi or sauerkraut, and he said drink kombucha.
I had some sauerkraut yesterday at the buffet.
You know what I want so bad? Dude, you know what I want so fucking bad?
What do you want, Ben?
I want some of that Mongolian hot pot, and I want the kimchi that they bring. Oh, dude, with the bone broth.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, dude.
That's pretty good.
That's what I want right now.
I think
That's
Ben's
what
got an
I
erection
want.
over this food.
Dude, next time you come up here, you have to have it.
Yeah, the hot pot. It's fun.
Yeah, it's this big ass soup, and they just bring you raw meat, and you just kind of like you just drop it in the
You
raw
dump,
meat,
like chicken and
So
meatballs.
it's
and
low
beef
carb
and-
friendly then. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Even the broth is bone broth. It's
Bone
like
broth.
all keto.
The bone broth.
You dump
Yeah, the
vegetables and you dump like fish and shit.
Yeah.
I got.
And
little
for non-keto
squids.
people, they bring you like noodles and dumplings too, if you want that.
They'll bring you chicken wings to your table, but they got a
I
little
found
breading on them.
vegetarian noodles today,
Oh yeah.
and I ate them.
Vegetarian noodles.
The same as yeah. They don't. Well, it's noodles made out of like all kind. I
Zucchini?
also got some French fries, but they're made out of cauliflower.
Huh.
Disgusting mushroom life form thing.
Yeah,
I like how
it's
you
a low
describe
carb
it.
thing.
Kombucha. Yeah.
Did you guys notice how good Pimp's voice sounds since he quit smoking? Listen to that.
Yes, I did.
So
So
fucking
Pimp,
tell me, dude. I smoke 14 cigars now. I'm joking. I haven't smoked in over 3 weeks now.
it's true
Good
though.
work,
Your
Pimp.
voice
Doing it.
is different now.
It is. It's all
yeah.
clean and crispy.
Like,
Well, it's still raspy as fuck.
so
You
what
can't help that.
happened?
no,
what
not
happened?
as bad as it was.
Pitmonk, you knew somebody who got in trouble recently.
Huh?
You didn't you
Oh
say?
yeah. Yeah, you're talking about the pedophile guy, right?
Yeah. Well, I heard you mention that.
Well, what it was when I first started. Okay, when I first started YouTube, I just did the old silly, goofy videos or whatever, and I met this old dude who lives here in Mississippi. He's an old guy, like really old, and he thought he was my mentor. I just let him think that he really wasn't. But anyways, when I started doing the types of videos that I wanted to do, which at the time was skeptic, atheistic style videos, he said I had no morals because he was a religious guy and all this good shit, and he didn't want to be my friend. Well, come to find out, he's a pedophile, been a pedophile since the 1970s, and he's caught on tape admitting he's a fucking pedophile.
But you have no morals.
Yeah, I have no morals, but this dude, he's a child rapist, so.
He was your mentor?
No, he wasn't my fucking mentor.
Why would he say
His
that?
name
I
is
like how you're
Raggy
trying to turn it
Ragsdale, by the
around.
way.
Why would he say that though?
Oh, because well, he didn't say was actually. I said he kind of thought. You could tell he
Oh.
thought he was, because he always gave me these deep philosophical Jesus shits, and I was like, dude, I'm an atheist.
He's probably just used to grooming. He was trying to groom you into being a Christian or one of his butt babies.
Butt babies?
You want me to butt babies? I'm a big ass butt baby. You want me to
butt babies?
I don't know. It seems like the guy's into grooming.
Whatever, Billy. Whatever.
You tell me,
party. I don't know.
You tell me there's a Christian that's a
Whatever you wanna
pedophile, and I'm going to
say.
tell you
A Christian.
I'm going to tell you. Well, I would
wants
just,
butt babies.
I would expect that from most Christians.
Christian butt babies.
I would expect that.
By the way, you mentioned the smoke. I will say one thing.
What?
It does get easier, but you still. I mean, you're all gonna have cravings. It's like alcohol, right? You know, you can quit alcohol. You're gonna always have cravings. I know that. But I am breathing a lot fucking better. I'll tell you, I'm walking every day a little bit. Now I do have bone spurs, so I have to limit my fucking walking. And I have neuropathy and all that shit. But however, I am walking now without going.
Yeah.
And so yeah, I'm exercising and all that
So
good
happy
shit.
for you.
That
There's
dog
only
is doing
one
some
major
really
problem.
cute shit back there.
Yeah, he's a badass. But there's one major problem though. The hernia. Now that I'm losing weight rapidly, the hernia is sticking out so bad it looks awful, dude.
Go
I gotta
get
have
it
the surgery.
fixed. Dude,
Yeah, you
yeah,
gotta get that done, man.
Can you, so if you don't have insurance, dude, I'll tell you what, I had 3 hernia surgeries and I was told without my insurance that was going to cost like $40,000.
Damn.
Yeah, they've already told me. See, this was years ago. The doctor said he believes one of the hernias weighed about 30 pounds.
You can die from a hernia if it gets strangulated.
Yes, if it gets into your it'll fuck you up. So I've got to have it. I don't have insurance. I don't have the money, but I'm gonna figure out something. About to suck a dick.
Move to Washington and then get on Washington healthcare.
Apple Health.
Yeah, become a homeless person in Washington.
A homeless person?
Yeah, you could just say you're homeless in
I don't
Washington.
think that's better than what he's got going on now.
I don't know. In Washington, if you're homeless, they'll give you free healthcare.
Okay, well, he doesn't want to be homeless just to get free health
For
care.
$40,000 worth of medical work, then go
So what
back
are we going
home?
to do? Are we going to fly him out here and like make him live on the street so he gets his surgery
He doesn't
and
have
then
to be on
fly
the
him?
street. He just can't have a residence.
That's homeless, Bill.
So we're gonna let him couch. We're gonna let him couch surf until he gets his surgery, and then send him back to Mississippi.
Ben and I will rent a nice house for you to live in, rent free. Okay, and we'll come over there every once in a while, and we'll drink and we'll party and we'll have orgies and shit, and then you'll get the surgery and you'll go back home, and we'll stop paying the rent and we'll burn the fucker down because it's gonna stink like sex and rot and pimp monk.
Yeah, Pimp Monk doesn't stink, motherfucker.
Dude, I don't know. I heard Repsion say that Pimp Monk stinks, and I don't know. I have to believe what Repsion says these days.
I do not think Pimp Monk stinks. I never smelled it. I never smelled the stinky Pimp Monk, but I didn't also sit next to him on the couch, so I don't know.
Do you remember when he said that?
Yes,
Dude,
I do.
I was like, oh shit.
Ben
Go
knew
bite
I
your
was
balls
gonna-
off.
Ben knew I was gonna be fucking pissed. He knew I was gonna cuss his little bitch ass out.
Yeah.
But no, everybody knows I don't fucking stink. But whatever, it doesn't matter.
All
He
those
doesn't know
girls that were on the
what it
couch
was, I
with
had
you.
pussy on my dick, and Daniel's never smelled pussy before. So that's what the problem
Oh,
is.
damn.
I know for a
After-
fact he smelled pussy.
After the last time I was on this show and talked to Pimp Monk and the story that he shared with us, I will always be nice to him, no matter what.
The testicle thing.
Yeah, they are staying right where they're at. I'm sorry if I've ever offended you, Pimp Monk, but I didn't mean it.
Well, if you ever want to add a new octave to your singing voice, just let Pimp Monk do that. You'll be singing soprano.
I'll keep that in mind.
Whoa, that was beautiful.
It was either my face or his nut. That's all I'm saying.
Ooh. Has that sentence ever been said before?
Yes.
It
I've
was
said this
either my
many
face
times
or
telling
his
that story.
nut.
Did you know Trump gave Tiger Woods the Presidential Medal of Freedom?
For what? Freeing all those white women from his sexual conquest? Tiger Woods had sex with more white women than I have. I'll give him a medal.
Of the United States, accompanied by Eldrick Tiger Woods.
Eldrick?
Is
name's
that his
fucking
real
Eldrick,
name?
dude.
Eldrick? I didn't know that.
Damn it. Homie Eldo balling out hella bitches.
I like how they're dressed like twins.
They are.
Hey, twinsies.
I was gonna say Obama and Biden looking rough these days.
This is what happened.
Biden fell asleep in the tanning bed.
This is what happened to Gene Wilder and Richard Pryor.
Tiger looks like a 1960s butler, man.
Yeah, Tiger does look kind of like Trump's Uber driver right now.
Thank you very much, please.
Melania and I are delighted to welcome you to the White
Especially Melania, right?
Melania.
House on this beautiful.
One day I was driving, and I like to listen to Howard Stern when I drive, and they were playing a recording of an older show from probably like 9 years ago, where Howard was interviewing a few of the women that Tiger used to have at these orgies that Tiger used to put together, and I guess Tiger spent most of it orchestrating it, not participating in it. I guess he liked to wear like a fancy tuxedo and kind of like orchestrate what was going on. And he had a bunch of he had like a ton of like female prostitutes and then like a few of his male buddies there, and he would kind of like orchestrate what was going on.
The
there.
Cuck Supreme?
I don't know. I guess he did stuff too, but not at like the big events he would
So
have.
he was like Willy Wonka, Silly Wonka,
Yeah,
the conductor.
At least that's what these women claim.
The snozberries taste like snozberries. And then you lick her butthole while Tiger Woods
Spring
points.
Evening. This
Go
is
for the butt.
Rose
Yeah,
Garden.
do that.
For those of
Yeah,
you that
yeah.
don't
Hole
know,
in
we
one.
use it seldom, but this is one of the times we're using it, Tiger. Today is my privilege to award our nation's highest civilian honor to one of the greatest athletes in the history of sports.
There was also like there was the fucking thing where Tiger Woods crashed his car, and when the cops came, it was because he like got hit in the head. They think his wife like hit him in the head with something, and that's why he crashed his car.
Oh shit!
Yeah. Do you remember that shit?
Yeah. Congratulations!
I remember
on
when he did it.
receiving the Presidential Medal of Freedom.
Someone said Tiger looks Thai. He's Taiwanese.
Yeah.
He's not Thai, Thai. He's Taiwanese.
We're thankful to be joined on this occasion.
I think.
By our
Pretty
great
sure he's
Vice
Taiwanese.
President, Mike, thank you very much. Members of my cabinet, some of our nation's governors, and many distinguished members of the House and the Senate.
House.
Thank you all for being here. We're also pleased to have with us is Tiger's mother, Kaltita.
Kaltita.
I
Daughter
practiced for
Sam
4
and his
hours
son
to get
Charlie,
that
His
right.
girlfriend Erica, and his caddy, Joe Licata.
His caddy, yeah. I like that.
Gotta have the caddy in there.
Hey, whatever. Dude, to be a caddy for like a top-notch golfer, that dude probably lives the life. He probably gets paid
Yeah.
really well.
Yeah, he just bang, man.
Probably gets invited to the White House.
Just to carry some golf clubs and be like, hey, use this club right now. Because caddies go and they walk the course a few times to try and like learn about the course to make the right recommendations to the golfers and shit.
That's
So,
Joe Licata. Stand up, Joe.
is Tiger balding? Fuck yeah, he is.
Good job. Wow.
Fuck yeah, he is.
He was like
Whatever.
Uncle
job,
Ben from Uncle Ben.
Oh, damn.
For over 5 decades, the Presidential Medal of Freedom has been given to individuals who have made outstanding contributions to American life, history, and culture.
He did? I mean, all he did was win a bunch of golf tournaments. He hasn't even won the
Yeah, I
most
wasn't
yet.
aware.
He hasn't even set the record for winning the most. Jack Nicklaus still has that.
This evening, we are in the presence of a true legend, an extraordinary athlete who has transformed golf and achieved new levels of dominance. He's also a great person.
He's a wonderful lover. I've been to a few of his orgies.
Countless new
Believe me,
people
I know
to the sport
people.
of golf from every background and from every walk of life. He inspired millions of young Americans
Millions
with his
and
thrilling
millions and
wire
billions.
to wire victories. Tiger Woods is a global symbol of American excellence, devotion, and drive.
Trump's only doing this because he's a huge Tiger Woods fan, right? Like,
Right.
That's the only reason he'd have him there.
Or maybe Tiger
He's
Woods
just
is the
this
only person
golf
that was
nerd
willing to
that-
show up.
Well, Tiger likes to grab pussy, so yeah.
Come to the White House, we'll grab pussy later. You in?
Check this out. I guess we deployed an aircraft carrier to the Middle East to fuck with Iran.
Now to that breaking news overnight, tensions rising in the Middle East on 2 fronts, the deadliest fighting since 2014. breaking out between Israel and Gaza's militant group Hamas, leaving at least 27 people dead. Hamas is now reporting a ceasefire has been reached. This as tensions rise between the U.S. and Iran. The White House announcing an aircraft carrier and bomber task force are being deployed to the region. Senior global affairs correspondent Martha Raddatz is in Washington with the latest. And Martha, officials say this is in response to troubling warnings.
They did, Robin. The statement came late last night directly from National Security Advisor John Bolton, saying the U.S. was not seeking war with the Iranian regime, but that the deployment was in response to troubling and escalating warnings from Iran. A U.S. official telling ABC News that deploying this massive carrier strike group and the bombers came after clear indications that Iranian and Iranian proxy forces were preparing for a possible attack on U.S. forces in...
Okay, so this is the beginning. If Trump wants to become a wartime president to get reelected like Bush did, now's the chance.
Don't we always have a naval fleet in that area, though? Anyway,
apparently not. You know what? You know what? The ironic thing is, this is the same aircraft carrier where Bush did the mission accomplished thing.
No.
I saw someone post that it's the exact same one.
In the region, either on land or sea. Another U.S. official, however, saying there did not appear to be any threat that was imminent, but the White House saying this deployment was meant to send a strong and unmistakable message to Iran that any attack on U.S. interests would be met with unrelenting force, Robin.
Right, and as we said, Martha, this comes at a time of increased violence between Israel and Hamas.
A very violent few days there. The Israelis said more than 600 rockets fired into Israeli territory, with hundreds of Israeli airstrikes into Gaza in response. At least 23 Palestinians and 4 Israelis were killed. Things did calm down overnight after a ceasefire was called, but no telling how long that will last, Robin.
No telling. All right, Martha, thank you.
Oh, no.
So how do you feel about that?
That'd be a bad idea.
It's par for the course, though, right? Throughout our entire lives, we've been meddling in the Middle East, and every now and then it's like, oh, here's a new country in the Middle East, and we're now going to fuck with.
Yeah,
Iran's
but Iran
enemy-
is way different than Iraq or any of the other ones. They're a little bit more developed. They actually have a real military. It would not end well for us.
Well, they're also
I mean, it's not like they would
of Saudi
win,
Arabia,
like they would
right?
come over here and start invading.
Yeah.
Iran first and foremost were enemies of Iraq, and a lot. That's why they said a lot of our own weapons were being used against us in the Iraq War, because we had armed the Iraqis to fight the Iranians because they had a huge war between one another. It was kind of a Sunni versus Shia war, because Iran is probably, as far as I know, the most powerful Shia Islamic state. And so they're at odds with a lot of the Arab part of the Muslim world. Iranians are not Arabs. It's like a totally different it's two different cultures and races united by a religion. But in many ways the religion divides them. Their different ideas on Islam divide them.
Funny how that works.
Yeah. So Iranians are Persian. That's like what we would call, I don't know if it's considered a race or an ethnicity. I don't know. But like a lot of people think Iranians are just Arabs, like Saudi Arabians would be, but it's not even the same language or anything.
Yeah. I don't know. It's
going to war with Iran. They have a lot of control over the Strait of Hormuz, and that's where a lot of oil gets shipped out. That would be, I think, that would be the number one reason for them to not do it, because of the economical impacts for not only us but like a lot of the world.
You know what else I noticed?
It wouldn't pan out well.
You know what else I noticed? A lot of our oil prices are based on speculation, like literally someone's fucking opinion.
Always have been.
Someone's opinion on it. And anytime something weird happens in the Middle East, the oil prices go up for no fucking reason at all, and people get rich off of it.
If Andrew Yang gives everybody $1,000 a month, are people gonna still want to be forced to join the military because they have no other options? What are we gonna do there?
Just wait. Well, out here on the West Coast, we'll hit $4 a gallon this summer because there's weird shit going on between the U.S. and Iran, and people are laughing all the way to the bank when nothing actually happens.
The same goes for when Trump was talking about closing the border of Mexico. Gas prices here went nuts, dude, just because he was talking about it. It didn't happen, but people freaked the fuck out, and gas prices went up like 50 cents.
Yep.
Instantly. So, I don't know. Not good. Shouldn't do it.
Shouldn't do
You know
it.
what? Fuck it. Do it. There's too many people on this planet. Just do it. Get in there. Blow everything up.
This was something Monty told me about last night. Beluga whale found in Norway waters. A Russian trained spy.
What? What? The whale wearing a harness with the text "Equipment St. Petersburg" printed on the plastic glass was discovered off the coast of northern Norway. Oslo. A spy, a faraway visitor, or a fugitive on the run. A mysterious beluga whale caught wearing a suspicious harness has ignited the imagination of Norwegians. But more than a week after the mammal was found first spotted by fishermen in the Arctic waters off the coast of northern Norway, its origins remains unknown. Mr. Jorgen Reewig, a marine biologist working with the Norwegian Directorate of Fisheries, tracked down the whale with the help of a fisherman and 2 colleagues on April 26th. They managed to remove an obviously man-made harness attached to it. The harness had a mount suited for an action camera, and the text, "Equipment St. Petersburg," printed on the plastic clasps.
Shit.
Mr. Vig said on Friday he believed the whale could have come from neighboring Russia, where it might have escaped an enclosure. The whale is so calm around humans and goes up to boats, so it seems to have been accustomed to humans, he said. Another story supported by Mr. Vig was the whale could have been trained by the Russian Navy. The whale's ease with humans and the markings on the harness, together with the reports of the Russian Navy training beluga whales, well, I think that's a good mixture of things to say it could be the Russian Navy, has led many to speculate that it could be a Russian spy.
I mean, there's only so many indications you can ignore, right?
Moscow meets sea cow. Bring back the fucking communist revolution.
Yeah. So I just thought that was interesting.
Weren't we training dolphins in World War II to go blow up mines and shit?
Dude, dolphins rape.
And I guess right now, because of that Kentucky Derby finish, there's an appeal process going on right now still.
I think this is something that's big enough that the entire racing world is looking at this, and I think they deserve.
Yeah, you see how he's running the horse like up into the horse in the lead to try to like
have an opportunity to really know what was going on.
Maximum security did interfere with several horses on the final turn. The Kentucky Horse Racing Commission regulations.
Was the track this sloppy? I didn't even see that.
That's a wet track.
It's a very wet track.
Yeah.
Are the horses swimming? Findings of fact and determination shall be final and not subject to appeal. With the Triple Crown now out of reach, West added his horse won't run in the Preakness Stakes.
Yeah, the Triple Crown, there's 3 huge races, and the Kentucky Derby is only one of them. It is the biggest one, but it's still only one of 3. So now they won't even run this horse because it has no chance of winning the Triple Crown. It's crazy because the horse that won had these crazy long shot odds, and it won on a technicality, which made a lot of people a lot of money that day.
It's all a scam, man. Sports are rigged. Wrestling got revealed in the 50s. Everything's kayfabe. Wrestling opened up the fact that it was fake because Vince McMahon knew he could make more money if it was fake.
Do you know how it started? I actually watched a documentary about it. It was Ed the Strangler Lewis. He started fixing matches because he didn't want to stop living the high life.
Yeah.
They called him the Strangler because he was, back in the early days, he was a guy who could like, he could do like a rear naked choke or like a headlock that would choke people out.
But it was also because the matches would be long, drawn out, and boring, and people lost interest in them. So by controlling the finish, you could keep people interested. I wonder if that's why Derek Jeter's final game was such a blowout, hero-making game for him. Same thing with Kobe Bryant. I wonder if everybody knows that everything is rigged. I wonder if that's why when Russell Wilson from the Seahawks threw the game against the New England Patriots, America's team, when he threw the game, when he could have given the ball to Marshawn Lynch to run it in, and then the next year he got Sierra as a girlfriend, the Illuminati said, "You throw this game, and we'll give you what you want."
Did you notice?
You get Sierra.
Did you notice Tiger Woods had Lindsey Vonn as a girlfriend back in the day?
Yeah.
And a pet squirrel. Did you know that?
I gave him a pet squirrel, man.
Did you know Tiger Woods had a pet squirrel?
It's all fixed.
What the fuck?
He did.
Squirrel.
There was actually a golf tournament that happened in Ohio while I was living there, and it was really weird because he was there. Tiger Woods was there with his pet squirrel, and there was a streaker, a female streaker that like ran onto the golf course too. It was the weirdest thing.
Bye, Manny.
I think I saw something about that. That's awesome. I'm surprised that hasn't happened here because we do the I don't know what they call it now, but it used to just be the Phoenix Open, and people would get fucking blackout drunk at it and just party instead of watching golf. It's it's gotta happen. Something fucked up is gonna happen at that eventually. I gotta be there for it.
Here's Tiger Woods back in the day with his squirrel and Lindsey Vonn.
Wait a minute. There's Davis Love. Sammy the Squirrel making another appearance. Now he's keeping him in his pocket.
What the fuck, dude? No way. Your speakers.
Don't turn around. He's like,
Brad, get that piece of shit off me.
What do you got?
Are you giving him Obama's voice?
Yeah.
The U.S. mascot, Frank.
Get that piece of shit off me.
Just give it a T.
I'll just give him Brett.
See, isn't that weird? Tiger Woods had a squirrel.
Is that
and
weird?
He has a handler that just keeps it in his pocket. Oh, you want your squirrel? Hold on. I'm going to get it. It's in my pocket.
And squirrels like nuts, so.
They told me I'd never make it in a white man's sport. So once I made it, I bought a white man to hold a squirrel in his pocket.
Here's a news story about how Trump threatened tariffs, so the stock market went down. Well, obviously the
Global
CNN.
markets rattled today by uncertainty as President Trump threatens to impose higher tariffs on China. There's the big board in New York there. The Dow down more than 200 points. It was worse earlier
That's
today.
bad.
That wipes out just a chunk of the stock market's recent surge. The market's responding to new fears that China and the United States could now be headed for an escalated trade war. The president tweeting over the weekend, threatening to hike a 10% tariff on $200 billion worth of Chinese goods, way up.
Okay, I'm sorry. Say Orange Mad bad all you want. The president should not be threatening economic shit on Twitter. It should not happen.
$325 billion. Dude, if
Damn.
you're going to start handing out international threats, at least run spell check or something.
Yeah.
$325 billion.
Billions
as soon as this Friday.
Billions.
President Trump hitting the issue again today, tweeting, "The United States has been losing for many years. Sorry, we're not going to be doing that anymore." Now, the timing here is no coincidence. U.S. and Chinese negotiators are due to resume talks this week. Those talks still on the books, but it's now unclear if China's chief negotiator will attend. So the question here is why? In the sense that if you're the president, you've been saying for weeks you think you're on track to a deal, and now you're kind of blowing it up a little bit. Why?
Like the key in the tweets from the weekend where he said something about renegotiate the terms in one of those tweets, and he was referring to China. My understanding from people in the administration is that he has been led to believe, either by Bob Lighthizer or by others, that China was balking on certain things that they had agreed to as they were heading into
China.
So this is what we got. I mean, like, he didn't even hide this. Like, he was like, China's doing this, China's doing that.
Yeah.
When he was running for fucking president. We knew this was coming, right?
this meeting, and it is not a surprise, the president, knowing his MO, that he's looking to sort of pull this back and not allow somebody to claim that they had a victory over him. There is obviously a possibly short-term, maybe longer than that, problem in terms of the stock market.
This guy went and visited Kim Jong-un and is struggling to get a victory out of that.
Right.
I want Trump to get some fucking victories for America. I'm not trying to see Trump fail, right? He's our president. He is our fucking president. Where the fuck are the wins coming in? Who's getting paid off of all this?
Well, Billy, the unemployment rate's like super low right now.
Yeah,
So,
because you can't get on unemployment because you've been stuck without work for so long. Your unemployment has lapsed. They haven't
Don't even
re-rolled it like
count.
Obama was doing all the time. It's rough, man. People are working multiple jobs right now. Two or fucking jobs to pay their bills, to meet their ends. They need $1,000 a month.
Here's Trump talking about Facebook banning people they consider to be extremist figures.
President Trump is weighing in after Facebook banned several figures they've deemed extremists. The majority of those folks are from the far right. The president said, quote, "I'm continuing to monitor the censorship of American citizens on social media platforms. This is the United States of America, and we have what's known as freedom of speech." The president also retweeted several right-wing accounts this weekend, including a 9/11 conspiracy theorist. So joining me now to talk about this is CBSN contributor and editor-in-chief.
What if this is Trump's Iran? What if Trump's not going to go to war? He's not going to be the war president. He's going to be the freedom president. There's a lot of left-leaning people on YouTube that aren't completely fucking censorship left, right? And if Trump goes to bat for them to say, hey, we're going to protect the platform for everybody, he might pull some of those lefties back over to him because, he's fighting the battle of free speech. We're like, you're free speech, Ben. You're left-leaning free speech.
I don't have a problem with private companies banning people they don't like from their platform. I don't
either. I don't think anybody should be banned from social media for just saying words, but they can. And that's I don't think that you should be able to go on there without threatening an actual crime. Like if you go, I'm going to come over to your house right now and kill you, say shit like that, whatever. Like that would get you banned. I get that. But if you're just on there like putting your thoughts, like I think a certain way, this way politically or that way, even if it's extreme and fucked up, it shouldn't get you banned.
But what if you're saying
they can do it?
But what
and
if you're
that's
saying?
fine. I just don't think they should.
What if you're saying jokingly, "I'll fucking kill you, you fucking loser, shut up," stuff like that? Because that's why a lot of
it's
these
really
people,
hard to get to
context.
Yeah, it's hard to capture tone and context through text on the internet.
Yeah, an algorithm's not going to.
I could say something like if it was a recorded message, you could hear the tone, the sarcastic tone in my voice, and then it wouldn't be obvious that I wanted someone to die or whatever,
But a lot of people who have autism can't detect those tones in your voice.
Okay.
So text is like giving us all autism.
I don't care.
These
no,
tweets,
that's not true.
These tweets are like giving
Social
us global
media just
autism.
makes everybody autistic.
Yes.
Yeah.
Damn.
Chief
I mean,
of
I
Wired
get it.
magazine,
They're private
Nick Thompson.
companies. They can do whatever the fuck they want. I don't know, man.
Is this Caden Cowger
if
from the
it's not-
future?
This is Alfred E. Newman
Yeah,
after
for
he got a
real.
real job. What? Me worry?
What?
Okay,
What,
Nick,
me working?
So explain to our audience who's been banned and what criteria is being used.
It's weird because it looks like the area from like under his nose all the way down to the bottom of his chin is like connected to like his neck
Yeah.
around like his Adam's apple.
You're telling me that this guy here wasn't an ancestor of a watermelon? Gee,
The
it
ban
loses.
has been applied to 7 people, including Alex Jones, Louis Farrakhan, Paul Joseph Watson, who was Alex Jones's deputy, Milo Yiannopoulos,
Laura Loomer.
Basically, a large number of people on the far conspiracy theory spreading right, as well as
There's Milo. Oh man, welcome back to the show, Milo. Good to see you again.
I wonder why Louis Farrakhan's there.
Louis Farrakhan.
Oh my God. It's funny because he wouldn't get along with any of the other ones.
Yeah.
but he is also
He's very
extremist.
anti-Semitic, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's why he's there.
Paul Joseph Watson got banned. What the hell did he say?
The
What'd he
reason
do?
for the ban is that Facebook has policies about spreading hate. If you violate them a certain number of times, you get banned. Facebook analyzed it and decided that those 7 accounts had crossed the line. Of course, these decisions are also political, so Facebook also decided that now was a moment to unveil this mass ban.
Am I a fucking normie? Like, I'm looking at them all getting banned, and I don't think they should be deplatformed. I don't, personally.
Yeah.
I'm not in charge of that. Facebook is, but I'm not going to miss any one of them not having a platform. Maybe Alex Jones, because of how funny he is when he goes crazy, because he's like a pro wrestler, political analyst. It's so weird, but like I haven't missed him at all. We found him in other ways. If the shit's really buck ass crazy, we'll find it. It'll work its way through the memes. I'm not gonna miss any one of those fucking people. Is that my fault, or am I just a
No.
better person because I don't watch that shit? I don't know.
You're just better.
I don't know.
So you just give a sense of what this criteria is that they use. I mean, how do they know? And I think we've talked about this before, Nick. I think we did it last week when you were on CBS This Morning with us. Who decides what's offensive and what is not? What is offensive to one person may not be necessarily offensive to somebody else. So how does Facebook decide that? Is it an algorithm? Are they actual human beings?
So in the case of hate speech, it's human beings, right? So Facebook has a number of categories of content that they try to take off the platform. For example, nudity, content promoting terrorism. And in those two categories...
It's interesting that Facebook goes against nudity. Twitter just lets the nudity, like full-on pornography.
Yeah,
You can watch porn on Twitter. It's great.
I unintentionally watch porn on Twitter all the time.
Apparently, if I like something, my entire timeline will see that I liked it.
I know, yeah. I
So I
noticed
like
that.
all these big-tittied, like bouncing broads,
You
and then
do.
Ben's like, "Belly, would you stop liking these big booby girls?" And I was like, "I can't. Liking big boobs is a habit."
Yeah, but then Casey Tron's like, I'm really fucking horny right now, and you don't say shit.
I liked that though. I liked it.
Oh, you liked,
I liked it.
Good
What the
one.
fuck, man?
You're slipping.
Am I supposed to
Do
just
you
be like-
have dementia
I'm
now?
supposed to be like, okay, hold on, let me get out the Jergens. Let me go.
No.
This is Casey Tron.
Normally that would have been replied to.
Dear Casey Tron, if you are horny, I have about 1.7 inches of dick I've found since losing this weight, and I will give you that and more if you
Okay,
just
yeah.
accept me as your boyfriend online.
Go write that right now, please.
That's exactly what you're supposed to say.
Oh.
That's what I said.
You know what pisses me off the most about this video is in the bottom right where it says it's a boy and it's CBS News /Royal Baby. People give a fuck about that?
They do.
Yeah, they do.
Still?
People are obsessed with
Why?
that shit. Well, they want to see, like, especially because the baby's like part black, and it's part of like the fucking royal family. Seriously, that's a first in their fucking family. That's
Yeah,
like a
it's like
totally
Queen Elizabeth's probably losing it.
fuck.
That's just it. I don't know. They're like talking about like serious shit, and then in the bottom corner, it's a boy. Like,
I
fuck,
don't give a
man.
shit. Good for them. Good for them.
Victoria.
Oh,
Victoria once
a
had
rich person was born today. Good for them.
Sweet.
Victoria once had an interracial relationship with a man from India. Everybody was up in arms back then. Why can't little Meghan Markle
I'll tell you
give us
what.
a baby?
The whole reason Queen Elizabeth's dad became king was because her uncle turned down being king because he wanted to marry, I think, a foreigner. I think an American, actually. I don't know. There was some kind of story like that where like he turned it down because
He wanted
didn't
to
want
marry a woman who had been married before,
Okay,
and she was an
that's it.
American.
Yeah, okay.
Oh.
Yeah, and that was like a no-no at the time.
And he said, "Well, then I don't want to be the king."
Yep.
I'm
That's
gonna
what
go-
I heard.
And then the guy that got it was what, King George? Was that it? And then he had a
He's
stutter.
a stuttering motherfucker.
The stutter motherfucker.
Yeah.
And they had to have. That's when Winston Churchill came in and saved everybody from the Nazis, right? I saw that movie.
I mean, there were like, it's funny because during World War II, there were like first cousins of Queen Elizabeth that were on the Nazi side.
Oh, yeah.
Because a lot of their lineage came from Germany.
Yeah.
So they even changed their last name to Windsor, which is not their last name. They have like a German last name.
Yeah, that's where the term Windsor not came from.
Oh, really?
Because it's short.
they're not?
It's shortened from Windsor Nazis.
No.
The Windsor Not is for the Windsor Nazis.
No, that's bullshit.
He's making this shit up.
Yeah.
Don't Google it, guys. Trust me. Men looking for men. I'm Wild Bill for men. Why is it Pitmonk getting to suck it there? You deserve it more than the Beast. I guess it's because you're not a crazy person.
Well, I'm a good kind of crazy though.
You're a good kind of crazy, Pitmonk.
I am. I'm a lovable fucker.
If there was a segment called Lovable Scamps, you'd be on every segment, Pitmonk.
I'm a lovable scamp.
You're a lovable scamp.
I'm a lovable scamp. Yeah.
Listen to this motherfucker.
Jeff here. I just need to get something off my chest. We live in a modern day Sodom and Gomorrah, and our society is very confusing today. And the whole sodomite agenda is causing this confusion. If you go down to the Summit County Health
sodomite
Department to fill out a
agenda.
birth certificate form for your newly born child, they're going to give you this form. And I messed up and I had to fill it out twice because they specifically want the birth mother's information first and the father's second. But I just started filling it out as my information first and the mother's second, not knowing that was going to be a problem because it's not my fault. They're confusing it because here's how they ask it for the first parent. Is it a mother, father, parent, male or female? Well, the reason why it's confusing, first of all, if it's a mother, it should be a given, it's a female. But we live in this transgender society now where you have a bunch of dykes that want to be fathers and a bunch of dudes that want to be mothers.
Oh, you just showed your colors right there, buddy.
I like what a fucking...
Dropping that.
Yeah, this is how much of a closet case he is. He used the dyke word for the lesbians, but he wouldn't use the fag word for the dudes because he himself knows he is one.
Well, he's one of Steven Anderson's.
Of course he is.
People. Yeah.
He hangs outside the Chipotle next to the gym so he can watch fucking muscle men go get their double portions of steak. Sick.
Why did I
weirdo.
know this video is going to be fucked up? Because this guy is filming in his car. It's like every time.
If you're not,
Every time somebody posts a video of them in their car.
If you're not eating fast food, if you're not eating fast food in your car in the YouTube video, it's not a good video. All those fat people that eat like drive-through food in their car, they're all great videos. Well, Joey's World Tour,
Stuff it down, Jack in the Box.
yeah, sucking down the Hodge twins, Dame
Yeah.
Drops. They're all fine people. Keep filming in your cars. That food needs to be hot and fresh straight from the drive-through. This
And so
guy,
this is
not so much.
confusing. You know, and I just wish we can go back to what it was when I was a kid. When any girl who wanted to be a dude, you called her a dyke, and any dude who wanted to be a girl, you called him a transvestite. You know, that was an easy way.
You did? That's what you called him?
Things were
You
so
didn't
much.
call him a fruitcake or a fairy or anything like that? I don't know.
But we started.
Transvestite. No,
Yeah, I did-
no,
yeah.
that's
But
not
then
what you
somewhere
said.
along the lines, we started calling them human beings, and that's where the world got fucked.
They to identify these perverts, but now it's transgender, and I don't know what they mean by that. Because when I see an article in the news that
Yes,
says
you do. You're
transgender
stupid
boy
if you don't
wins
know what it
wrestling a girls wrestling tournament, what do they mean? Do they mean a girl that?
Well, have you ever heard the term transatlantic? That means you transverse from one side of the Atlantic to the other. So transgender means you're moving from one gender to the other.
But how many?
That's what it means.
How many girls wrestling circuits are there? Because most of the women wrestlers I knew and
Wrestlers? Why are we talking about wrestlers?
because he just brought up fucking
mentioned it.
trans
Oh,
people
did he?
wrestling with women, but it's the women would just wrestle with the boys at most wrestling meets.
Yeah, but that is I
In
will say
amateur?
that, it is fucked up that they let them, compete against.
Yeah.
Because they're just better. I mean, stronger and all that shit. So yeah.
I think if it's only women, but I'm saying wrestling is one of the sports where women and men wrestle together.
Not normally. Not on
In high school?
Not in my high school.
Are you serious? We had
Really?
girls on the wrestling team. They would just wrestle the smaller guys. I had a buddy of mine, my little
that
tiny.
does happen.
That
Oh,
did
it
not
does
happen.
too. My little tiny buddy Jordan used to
I'm
have to
saying it
wrestle
didn't
girls all the time because he's a short man.
It didn't happen very
Little
often.
Jordan would wrestle those women.
I don't give a shit.
It would happen all the time when a woman wanted to wrestle because there was no female wrestling at the school. There wasn't enough women. They had to lump them with
Fine
the
in
boys.
your ultra PC society that you grew up in.
Oh my God. I grew up in the Attitude Era, all right? It was Stone Cold Steve lost in South Park.
I grew
and
up
men,
in the Midwest
and little,
during
little
the Attitude
manlets,
Era.
Little
Way
manlets
less
wrestling
Gold dust,
PC.
motherfucker, and gold dust.
Yep. Fuck that. Fuck that. Yeah. Well. Yeah. Actually, no. We didn't have girls on our men's wrestling team. It just didn't happen.
No, we didn't either.
Yeah. It just didn't happen.
Well,
It was also like for my school in the 90s too. It was really weird when we had a men's volleyball team because before that, volleyball was considered a women's sport. So that was kind of a weird thing. We had the first ever men's volleyball team.
I never understood that because that's an athletic as fuck sport. I don't know why that's supposed to be a girl's sport. It's so stupid.
Billy, have you ever seen the Natalie Portman Lonely Island rap? She goes hard as fuck.
Yeah, I've seen that. That's pretty cool.
That's partially
Is that
why
from SNL?
That's partially why I like Natalie Portman so much because I hate cringe rap, and that totally could have been cringe rap, but it wasn't, and I fell in love with her.
Identifies herself as a boy, just won a girls wrestling tournament, or do they mean like it's a boy identifying himself as a girl that just won a girls wrestling tournament? I don't know. It's confusion, and it doesn't have to be that way. We need to go back to the old terms. Just call them dykes, sodomites, fags, transvestites. None of this transgender stuff is confusing.
It's confusing.
It's not confusing.
I mean, like
There's like 8 terms for the same
literally,
thing.
yeah.
It's
I mean,
confusing now. What
it
the
was
fuck?
probably. I mean, the word fag comes from something different too.
Yeah,
you know
It
that
does.
was a bundle of sticks to start a fire. That was a fag, and now it's a cigarette in some parts of the world too. So that's confusing too. You're dumb as fuck.
And I like how he named
I'm
off
pretty
all
sure
these.
the word gay comes from something else as well.
Happy. Gay used to mean happy.
But he's
Not
over
even
here.
that, like before that.
I don't know.
He's rattling off all these terms. All right, it used to be all these terms. Now it's just transgender. I'd say that's more
Terms
simple.
change? Oh,
that's
no.
more simple. If it's now one word instead of 9 different derogatory slurs, you're just saying transgender because it's inclusive of all terms. I'd say that's a win for simplicity, not for confusion.
Well, if he's confused over that, he's just a retard.
Well, I think that was obvious when
And
we found
he's-
out he was a follower of
and he's got
Pastor
big
Steven
fucking
Anderson.
teeth. Bucktooth faggot. Oh,
This guy's probably 5'4". I bet you this guy's 5'4".
Oh, he did it.
He's shaped like Kevin Hart.
Hey, were you the guy you just spoke to on the drive-thru?
Yep.
All right, man. So, how do you pronounce that again?
Entree.
Entree?
Yes.
All right. So, like when I asked you the first time when I said entry, you didn't know what it was at all, right?
Entry?
Entry, yeah.
I
No?
figured it was entree.
Oh, you figured it was entree?
Because
Yeah.
it looks the same when it's spelled.
Yeah, right. Like tomato.
Yep.
Yeah, man. That's crazy, man. Yeah. So that was pretty curious. You know, I just came here to order something, man, and you didn't have to be a smartass about it, man.
I wasn't trying.
Yeah,
I mean,
dude, you were.
laughed. I thought we were
Oh no, man, you're being pretty.
really
Yeah,
ridiculous
dude,
right now.
dude, that was, yeah, dude, like you're trying to teach me a lesson how to speak English, bro.
We could do this.
Oh man.
So the guy
So
said,
the guy read entree and said entry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The guy
What the
driving
fuck?
said entree.
Now-
you
now-
mean entree?
Yeah. Now I will say that the word entree sounding like entry isn't a mistake. It actually in French entree it means the same thing as appetizer. It's your entry into your meal. I don't know why in the United States we consider entree as the main course when entree is a French word, and in France it means fucking appetizer. Anyway,
We change every fucking thing.
man.
What does appetizer mean in France?
It doesn't mean anything.
What's an aperitif? That's a drink, right?
I don't know. I don't know what that is.
I'm
I
so
know
confused.
entree means appetizer. It's like, yeah.
So you're acting like you're working at a fancy restaurant, man. You sell chicken, bro. You sell chicken,
Oh,
man.
dude, don't do that to me. Man, I hate that shit.
Yeah.
You sell
Yeah.
chicken, bro.
Nothing
You're
fancy about
working at a Pollo Loco, bro.
Okay, well you're there giving them money, so it must be something good enough, right?
He's giving them shit.
Don't
Yeah,
demean
what's
people.
his point? I don't get that.
He's being a cunt because he's dumb, and a guy at a fast food restaurant smarter than him, so he's belittling his job.
Yeah.
To make him feel better about himself.
You know, you're teaching me how to speak English. You don't understand what entry means.
No, I just thought
You thought it was funny.
didn't know?
You thought it was funny. Ah, man, I should have recorded that, man.
thought you didn't know.
I didn't know. I don't know how to.
I'm
I
sorry
can't speak English,
for
right?
letting you know that it was entree.
So, like, what if I
For
spoke
real.
Spanish? What if I spoke Spanish, man? You would have tried to teach me how
I
to.
told you the same
You
thing.
would have said the same thing. Oh man, I just thought that was pretty hilarious, man.
Well, that's great that you thought it was hilarious.
Yeah, I did, man. But I'm
was
just saying,
It's not a big deal, dude. Why
This
are you
guy-
fucking...
This guy recording sounds like he's like gonna post this video because he got one up on him.
Yeah,
But he
that's
just
that's
sounds
why
like a
this
total
video's
cunt
on
the
the
whole
internet.
time.
Looking like a total dickhead.
That dude should like get some hot coffee and sling in his fucking face.
It was hilarious.
oh no,
Here's your
but yeah,
entree,
but you
motherfucker.
just
What's your
didn't.
name?
You didn't have to be smart about
What's
it.
your
at all.
name, sir?
You didn't have to be a. You're.
What's your name, sir?
So you didn't have to be intelligent and work at a Pollo Loco.
Asking your name
that was
since
a
you
dick
have me
move.
recorded and I'm not giving you my permission.
That-
What's your name,
that
sir?
Doesn't matter what my name is.
So why are you recording me? I'm not giving you my permission.
Oh, is it illegal here in the state of Arizona?
I don't know. You tell me. You're recording me
Oh
without
man,
Yeah,
he's
he's from
from
your
here.
state.
Yep.
my consent.
I'm
Oh, I don't
moving.
need your consent.
You don't need my consent.
No, it's not.
So you're getting very upset because I told you that the word was entree
Yeah, you're like
instead of entree.
Oh wow, now
Entry.
you're making fun of me now, huh?
I mean, if
You're the
that's how you
manager.
look
You should
at
be
it,
made fun
You're
of,
the
you
manager,
fucking
too?
idiot.
You
coming up
manage
to
this?
my window with your phone trying to record me for what purpose?
This dude sells
What
chicken.
purpose is this?
You sell chicken.
And you're buying, so shut the
It
fuck
does,
up
and you're
and get
trying
your
to buy it.
chicken.
Dude, I would fucking jerk off into his chicken at this point. Like, you're such an idiot
Those
fucking
mashed
with
potatoes,
people.
baby.
You're such an idiot fucking with people who serve you food.
If this guy came up to Joe when Joe was washing dishes at Denny's and tried to pull this shit on Joe, Joe would actually murder him. Joe has gotten in so many fights with people at Denny's. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
What was the whole purpose of you trying to correct the, how I said?
Because you said the word wrong, you fucking
You
idiot.
said it wrong. You didn't understand what it was exactly. You knew what I said, but for some
What would
reason.
you like? Would you like me to say sorry, Mr. Person with the camera?
Oh man, why do you have to act like that? Man? Do you really have to act like that?
Why do you have to act like that? This guy doesn't understand how bad he's acting. That's the best. He thinks he's Mr. America, always in the right, freedom rings.
Right.
Fuck this guy
Yeah,
who
he's killing it
obviously
right now.
who obviously climbed over the border right into this drive-through window to work this window job because this guy's fucking obviously calling him out for being you, the Mexican, wants to tell me how to speak my American word.
Yep.
Sorry, sir. To me, entry is just how most of my people got illegal entry into your country.
Yeah, I'll be right
Fuck
back.
off.
All right.
I'm looking at my window trying to do what? What are you trying to do?
No, I'm just saying that's great customer service there, man.
I can
That's,
do very good customer service, but when I have someone coming up to my window without my consent recording me because I told them that the word was entree,
yeah, like bro,
how does that make you look?
No,
Are you gonna put this up on your little YouTube?
He's
Yeah.
calling
You're
it
gonna be
too.
like, dude,
Get a million hits,
all you
man.
did was help you out.
Yeah, throw this
on
on
selling.
Facebook, man. Yeah, I got this guy here that's a genius, man.
Great, put it on Facebook.
We gotta
By
This is
all
gonna make you look like a fool. This guy's killing it right now. The window dude, the fucking employee here is killing it. Hasn't lost a point yet.
We got a genius working at a Pollo Loco Philly chicken.
Yep, Angel Lopez, that's my name. I'm a genius. We're here at Pollo Loco on 51st and McDowell.
Angel Lopez.
All right.
What's up, dude?
That's
dude,
a rough part of town too. Shit.
You shouldn't do that either, because people are gonna start calling for you.
Alan, how long would it take you to drive over to this gentleman and give him buy some chicken and maybe give him a nice tip? Because I would
35 minutes.
35
I'll do
minutes. All right. This
This is
because
at
I would
night,
do
so
it.
he probably works night shift. Yeah, I'll go hit him up.
I would do it. I would go there and I would say, "Hey, buddy,
I wonder if he's
saw-"
fired now
I
because
hope
of this
not. If he
shit.
got fired, let us know. If you actually go,
I'll
let
go
us
down
know.
there. I'll go down there. I'll ask for him, and I'll give him a tip and say it's on behalf of Billy
Thank you. How much?
and the rest of us.
Let me know how much I owe you.
Entree. And he got mad.
Oh no. The thing is
Try us
that
a
you're
river, bro.
being pretty you're being a dick, man. You're being
And
pretty
you're not.
nice. No,
You're calling me a
I'm
dick,
not.
but you're not. You
No.
came to my window and you're
No,
here
you're
calling
acting
me
like
names and stuff.
I spoke a different language, man.
He doesn't owe you anything, dude. He corrected the way you pronounce
That's it, but
entry
before that,
to
when
make
I kept
sure
saying it, you're-
you wanted an entree and not entry into the fucking store. The word was wrong. Big deal. Get over it. This
I
guy
don't know
can't
what
get
that
over
is.
it.
What is that?
I said
No, you said I don't know what that is. What is that? Like I spoke a different language.
say that.
You did.
I didn't.
I should have recorded that, man.
You should have.
Yeah, man.
Because
Yeah,
now
you
you're
should've.
saying things
Now you
that
sound
might
like
not
jackass.
be true, but you want it to be true. So that's why you're recording it now.
I'm just making that up, huh?
You tell the people on there.
Oh man, that's some good service, man. That's some good service, though.
I like Angel.
That's some good service. Yeah, to some people, good service means you tell them they're right even when they're wrong.
Yeah.
Which makes no fucking sense at all.
Angel's a good dude. I want to go buy some chicken from him.
The way he's handling all this too is fucking awesome. He's not getting all chest puffy and yelling at him and shit. He's just straight up like, yeah, you said it wrong. What do you want me to do about
If
it?
this guy came to my fucking window, I'd fucking piss right out of the window into the window of his car.
Sure. I didn't come here to, get taught how to speak English, but, this guy works selling chicken,
You are.
and a manager at El Pollo Loco. Check him out.
Yeah.
Is that Angel Lopez? What was that?
Sir. Angel Lopez.
All right, man. You take care, man.
Have a good one.
Oh,
Leave that fucking dude alone.
Even ends it. Have a good one. Not even being a dick there. I like this guy.
Yeah, if he got fired, I would actually start a campaign against Pollo Loco to rehire him with a raise. So I hope he still has his job. Because this man
I'm sure
was
he
just,
does, dude. There's no way they'd fire him over that.
Yeah.
I don't think. I wouldn't have fired him over that.
I like Angel. He should get Employee of the Month for putting up with this douchebag as well as he did. Because I wouldn't have put up with it as well. I'd have been fucking furious. I would have been like, dude, I fucked your mom last night with a bucket of chicken. Eat shit. Die.
Everyone, I have not said this for this entire stream yet. Please like the stream. If you could, all of you who are watching, please like the stream. Please make sure you're still subscribed to this fucking channel because you'll get unsubscribed every fucking day. Please do that. Let's get the likes up to over 300 at least.
Do it. The unsubscribe thing happened to me, man. Like,
yeah.
I watch your guys' shit all the time, and I'm like, why am I not subscribed? I know I did it.
Damn.
Yep.
Yeah.
You got to check that.
That shit
I got unsubscribed from Ben the other day, and I'm on Ben's channel every Sunday.
I tried to watch this video last night. I didn't get very far through it, so I'm going to play it on this show. Here it is.
What's up, guys? This is Punk Rock Jared. I promised all you subs out there that I'd be doing more storytime videos. So here you go. This one's for the books. This is a pretty good one. Maybe not my best story time, but let's go
You know
ahead.
what? I just realized we haven't read any Streamlabs. Let's do that shit.
Yeah, I figured we'd wait till after the segment, but Ray E said, Billy, what was the name of H.P. Lovecraft's cat? H.P. Lovecraft's cat. Ray E said it twice. The name of his cat was racial slur. I don't appreciate you.
Oh, was
asking.
it? I didn't even know that.
It was something with the N-word in it. I can't remember the whole name.
I didn't even know.
Oh,
Yeah, so-
Natalie. Okay.
Yeah, so that's what it was. John Morgan said Billy is so fat that when other fat people are on the show, Billy is still the fattest person on the show.
Not anymore.
Damn.
Man,
But
is that like a fat joke aimed at me too? What the fuck?
I guess, yeah. I'm still fatter
I'm
than
not that fat.
I'm
That
still
was just
fatter than
rude.
Pimp, man. I'm still
So?
fatter than all the fat people. I'm so fat.
You're a thinning man.
Kill-
You're looking good, so fuck that fucker.
Killer99 said, did you wipe away the worst of it before going into the shower? I think he means my poops.
Oh, yeah.
Of course, before when I shower after shitting, it's not because there's like dumps in my butt. It's because I just like that fresh feel. I don't like that wiped feel. I don't know. Maybe it's all psychosomatic. I figure there's little toilet paper hangers on there. I want to just be freshly fucking washed. I like the way it feels.
He don't like a dirty butt.
Yeah.
No dirty butts.
Manny said boarding a plane to Seattle right now. Manny said if Andrew Yang wins, we can celebrate with a Yang Gang Bang.
Oh!
Manny also said been to a funeral of a twin with his brother walking around. Kind
Oh,
of
God.
odd.
Yeah, that's messed up.
And Spawn Killer said, I thought you said that you guys were going to have DSP on your podcast.
Yeah, he agreed to be on, and then he backed out at the last minute. You haven't been watching, apparently.
Yeah, he's gone.
We've talked about that multiple times.
He's gone.
I was as patient as possible with him and tried to reassure him as much as I could that everything would be fine if he just came on. And that he would only let the trolls that fuck with him win by not being on, and he decided to let them win. So there you go. Everyone liked the stream. There's not enough likes. I know you guys can. Come on, it's not hard to do.
And then
Get in there and hit the like button.
In the super chats, we have Litany Lodge asking about Natalie Portman rap. Of course, I answered, it's great. We love it. She goes hard as fuck. Naughty Mouth said Tool played 2 new songs on their set recently. I heard about that. The new album is supposed to be sounding good. Apparently, the people who watch live all agree. So that'd be pretty chill. Pretty chill to see a new Tool album if you're into that. I kind of think Tool goes in the same like realm of as Insane Clown Posse. No. It's like their fans are really big fans, but then they don't have a lot of mainstream appeal outside of their fan base.
I would say Tool are way more talented musicians than
Of course
Insane
they
Clown
are.
Posse.
Of course they are. But they have these inclusive fan bases that don't really seep out into the mainstream.
Tool was very mainstream at one point.
ICP was pretty
everybody
close
knows
too.
who Tool is.
Yeah. Everybody knows who ICP is though as well.
Tool had a more mainstream, like a longer and bigger mainstream run than ICP for sure.
Okay. I wonder who sold more records.
Tool.
Huh.
Hands down.
I wonder who sold more clown jerseys.
Okay, well,
Tool. Of course.
Tool. Maynard from Tool was in Green Jello back in
Yeah,
the
a couple
day.
of the guys from Tool were in Green Jello.
Yeah. Yeah, Maynard does the "not by the hair of my chinny chin chin" part. Yeah, that is him. That's him doing that.
Yeah.
Fuck Jared. Like, this is Jared before he totally lost his mind. He looks more put together here, doesn't he?
Well, this is before he lost his drive to. This is probably when his metabolism still worked, because I don't think he probably changed anything in his life. He doesn't look healthy. He just doesn't look as gelatinously gooped.
Yep.
Yes!
This is crazy.
Back in the 80s, there was that notorious Wendy's commercial where that old, wrinkly, old bat of a woman looked down at that little hamburger and said, Where's the beef? Where's the beef? Where's the beef? Where's the beef?
This
The
guy used to
reason
dress
why
like John Cena and make videos.
He's a troll,
she said,
right?
Where's the beef? Was because that little hamburger made her reminisce back to a time when her husband was still alive. And her husband had a very, very small penis. So every time they had sex, she would always shake her head in bed, unsatisfied, and she'd yell out, Where's the beef? Where's the beef? Where's the beef? Where's the beef? You cannot give a woman
He's wearing
an
a John Cena
orgasm
shirt right
with
now.
that little pecker. That man was impotent. Her husband was impotent. He had a small, tiny, little dick. It could not satisfy her. And she always just said, Where's the beef? Where's the beef? Why is my husband so... Why is my husband...
I need to start talking like this. Can I do that from now on?
Do you think that would be better for the show?
That'd be great. Welcome to the Drunken Peasants podcast.
Could you tell us
you know,
your
earlier I
aristocrats
said I
joke
don't think
in that
people
voice?
should be banned from social media. Maybe this guy's the exception.
No, he's brilliant. Leave him alone.
Fucking impotent. Why is he so dead in the bed?
Did he have erectile dysfunction?
Yeah, like Egghead.
Yes. And so when she looked at that little
Erectile.
hamburger, she remembered all the bad times she had with her husband. She was glad he was dead. She was glad his little pecker was gone.
He's wearing a John Cena T-shirt right
That's what
now.
I said. I just said that like 2 minutes ago.
Oh, okay, I didn't notice. Yeah, okay.
And she met a big guy. Big guy. A big muscular man with a big, huge wiener.
What was his name?
Huge wiener.
A wiener.
His name is John Cena.
I think he's also from Massachusetts. Dude, he's like the ultimate John Cena Spurg. Like that I used to laugh at his videos because he used to make these crazy Spurgy ass John Cena videos.
He's got the voice of someone from New England.
Well, he says he's very autistic too.
Yeah.
Largest
low Jewish lady.
you've ever seen in your entire life.
And it was circumcised.
And that man's name was Sherwin Stern. So let me
Yeah, he is. His name is Sherwin Stern.
tell you this. From that day on, she never again had to say, Where's the goddamn beef?
Wow.
Guarantee it. I mean, seriously, her husband's cock was so small, he couldn't even choke the chicken.
Oh, shit. Unfortunately,
Look at this fucking picture.
Yeah.
It's the worst fucking angle ever. His head looks. His head
Even
looks so
buttons
small.
up his shirt with the top button.
You know he had a kid?
I did that today, by the way.
Sherwin Stern?
His child, this guy's child, is the all the world are bitches Juggalo rapper kid.
Well, I showed you him last time.
Yeah, that's this guy's son.
I think they're too close to the same age to be father and
This guy
son.
fucked at 12 years old.
Check this out. Someone took audio from a video of Chris Chan going in to the game place. You know that place he got banned from? Trying to talk to the owner into like letting him stay. And they animated it as if it was South Park.
Hello, Michael. I see you're looking well. Haven't changed much since for the past almost 2 years. And yeah, it has been almost 2 years since what happened June 2008. But I came back hoping that we could put that behind us. And come on, I mean,
He said
it has
no.
been almost 2 years, and this has been on my mind for so long. It's just beautiful.
No.
Can't we just forgive and forget? Come on, I have this weight on my back.
I have this weight on my back. So let me back in.
No.
Let me back into your store.
And I have really missed coming here. I'm a better person. You need to leave now.
You need to leave now.
I like how in the back the crowd starts to gather behind Chris Chan's.
Yeah.
Come on, dude. No, you need to leave now. How can you be so heartless? I mean, you're obviously not as mean as one of those trolls I've been dealing with.
You need to leave.
Yeah, leave.
I mean, come on. I mean, obviously you had something against me, aside from the Wii incident. I just would like to know what. Come on. Give me a break.
Give me a break.
Alright, fine, I'll leave. But I hope that God will forgive you for being so heartless and cruel, Michael Snyder.
I hope God will forgive you.
I don't know what he said there. Like, go fuck yourself or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, yo. Oh.
Wasn't that beautiful?
Yeah.
Yo, safely! Let's go find this hater and put a bullet in his fucking head. Oh, you like me now?
You like me now?
The
good kind of fairy drama.
That's because Jesus Christ is my neighbor.
Alright, yeah, it's good. Turn it up a little bit.
Some of that booty soup.
Never mind, turn it down. Alright, now kick the beat.
Booty soup. Booty soup. Booty soup.
I lay in bed all fucking day. Bed sores never get in my way, cause I'm hard like a rock and there's jizz in my sock and I'm wearing it now as I'm walking to chow. I've got pregnant feet from beating my meat. Y'all know I'm hard cause I grew up on the street. Broccoli and celery will make me pee, but I need a combo more than 3. Do you understand these words I'm speaking? They're sitting right there like a beacon. Calling it a ship as I'm taking a dip. If mom catches me, she will flip out and about and shout sauerkraut.
Ben.
I don't know why the beat's passing me by, but I'm making this shit up on the fly. So cut me a break, I'm swimming in a lake. If it's cold, I will shake my booty. Booty.
Whoa, he fell really far. I'm like,
yeah, I wasn't expecting that.
yeah, holy shit.
Unlike other cringe rap videos, this guy actually got laid from this cringe rap video.
He jumped off a cliff.
He jumped off a fucking cliff. He's got abs. He fucking has multiple hats. These are all things chicks value. Some chick
that wasn't
multiple
water
hats.
he was jumping
Yeah,
into instead it should be paid.
I know. A fucking rock quarry. 100%. This guy got laid from this video alone. That disgusts me.
He's at the pool hall with his buddies.
Got a beat and nothing to say. I'm a
Come on, bros. Oh, it's another guy.
Play. I had a jizz rag, but I threw it away after internet going all night and all day. When I hear a good beat, it makes my body rock. I turn into my own cock block. Only problem is I'm way too drunk to just stop.
Stop.
Someone take the drink up out of my hand before I get my ass deported from this land of Japan. Some say I'm too ignorant. Some laugh at my speech impediment. Sometimes
Japan?
I get a little upset. Sometimes I think, but yo, hey, that's cool because I'm my own.
Oh, dude, lost in translation, this guy got banged as well. Because people in Japan just see this and think that he's a rapper. If you make a music video in Japan, people want to fuck you. It's crazy.
Right on cue. Flip flops, no shirt, no shoes, and I'm passing this shit right over to you. Because we're ASG and we're here to say.
This is so bad.
Oh, we're here. They just
What
did
the-
the we're here to say thing too.
But all these guys are getting laid like crazy in Japan. It's over. It's fucking sucks. This pisses me off so much. Cringe rap doesn't exist like it does in America, like it does in Japan. There's a vortex of cringe that gets lost in translation. And all the Japanese
let's go
people
to
see.
Japan and just tear it up.
If we go to Japan, we can 100% get laid all fucking day, eat sushi off of naked bodies, have like a samurai sword fight. Everything, everything is different in Japan. It works on different levels. This is only cringe here. These guys are enjoying their fucking life with this garbage song because of their abs and their Japanese surroundings. It's not fair.
And I hit the wall, comma, desk can't mess with us because we are the best.
The only thing I do when I'm online is learn how to speak Braille to the blind.
What I said earlier may not be true. There's a chance in a million. We're not better than you.
We're so good at doing nothing, don't call us lazy, because the answer to your question is a definite maybe.
My name is Jimmy, and also
Hey, Ben, I'm sorry about this, bro. I gotta go.
Whatever.
Someone said DSP is talking
Later,
about
Pitmo.
your interview offer right now. Is he really?
Oh, I don't think that's true.
That mother. I'm serious.
Andy Milonakis gets laid all over the world.
Is he? Let's see.
Bob Pimp.
Let's see. Hold on.
Live.
What would happen if I were to be on there and the whole show, all it was people being
Oh,
negative
shit.
dicks to myself, to my girlfriend, and all? Huh?
Hold on.
Pillager Captain?
We never said anything about his girlfriend. We don't know anything
That
about.
apparently was a Pillager Captain. I had no idea.
We don't know
What was
anything
he doing
about
out
his
patrolling
girlfriend or whatever. Like, we don't know anything about that shit. He's
Wow.
so full of it.
She bad?
She's
Someone said,
above
open your
his pay
inventory to see
grade.
what the status effect is. I don't know. I don't see
Anything he says is full of shit. We did anything we could to accommodate him
Right.
being on.
So
He's
anyway,
a fucking
the way I was thinking of
crybaby.
it
Don't lie, Ben.
If I
I've
go
seen
on the
it.
show,
Oh, hold on,
right,
hold on.
Potentially, what would happen? Okay, maybe they have 1,000 viewers, and out of those 1,000 viewers, half those viewers come and check out a stream or two of mine, and I get a small handful of people who maybe want to watch my content.
And there might be people who actually respect you for a change, too.
Absolutely, there was potential for a positive benefit being on their podcast. And honestly, I do feel like they would have been fair. I don't think they would have sat there trolling me or attacking me.
Right.
Considering they had actually invited me in person to
Yeah,
go
we
out to their
did.
studio and everything. I
Yeah,
think they just
we
wanted to
did,
chill
we
and hang
did.
out and meet someone who was a longtime YouTuber and a streamer who had, been in the business for a long time and just by chance lived really close to them, right? Yeah. But ultimately, the fuck is that? I think that's one of the Iron Golems, isn't it?
Yeah.
Ultimately,
Does he have
I
a
turned
live
him
chat
down, and the reason I
in
turned
there
him
right
down
now?
was I thought,
Yeah.
what's going to end up happening in reality
Comment
is
on it. Get him
you're
over
gonna
here
have
right now.
people
He won't come
on there.
over.
Well,
He's
Jackie
a
Swear,
coward.
back then she was considered my girlfriend. She was actually my fiance.
I didn't
Now
even
she's
know who
my
the
wife.
fuck she
But back then,
was.
I was telling them it's my girlfriend. Okay.
I don't
So,
care.
Ultimately, what I was afraid would happen is instead of the intended positive impact that I was looking for,
He always
that it would do
uses
the
this
opposite.
as an
It would
excuse.
backfire and would have these people come in to now join in the fucking trolling. And instead of having people coming to my streams to be
I mean, that
positive and
could be
support,
anybody
it
new
would
that
instead be
comes
just
to
a
your
bunch of people going
streams.
extra to troll the
Anybody
shit out
new
of me.
could troll you.
And I don't need that. I have enough. We have enough problems, trying to be positive.
Oh,
and
what
have
a
fun
poor
together
fucking
on streams and
baby.
have to deal with added trolling and added shit. You know what I mean? Like, my viewers don't deserve that. I don't deserve that. For what? So we can get a few extra viewers on a couple streams? That shit ain't worth it.
This is some serious
See what I mean?
bullshit he's spewing
So-
here.
The fuck? There's nobody here. Oh, hold on. There's no one here. Holy shit.
I didn't
Well,
even
I'm
know
gonna
he
change
had
it.
a girlfriend. I didn't know anything about any of this shit. It's all, I mean, like, he's... To pretend like being on our show once is going to bring over more bullshit than what he already gets is fucking delusional.
You might actually get some more viewers to
Right.
your content if you
Right.
go on
I
other
wanted
shows.
To, I
You would've
wanted,
thought
pe-
that
I
would've
wanted to
worked.
prove people wrong about him. All the people that were saying don't have him on, he's just going to fucking bring more bullshit to your show. I was like, oh, I want to give him the chance to show that he's not this fucking lol cow that everyone can just predict what the fuck he's going to do. And he did exactly what they said he was going to do. He was a pawn in their little fucking game. Like he still is till this day. Fucking crybaby, making up bullshit.
Now we're the pawns,
To
Ben.
be controllable for said fundraising purposes. I couldn't now chance. Oh, I go on the Drunken Peasants. Now my streams are out of control for 2 months with the new people coming in and trolling and doing all kinds of fucked up shit. I couldn't chance it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're so full of shit.
I just Darkside Phil, I'm sorry things didn't work out between us. I was looking for a new best friend and I thought it was gonna be you.
Damn, you disappointed young Bill Fridge here.
Now you're off married.
You gotta be a follower of his for an hour to comment on his shit? Okay.
That's smart.
Yep. Back to unfollow I go.
Well, the cool thing about DSP is that he's not on the show, so who cares?
Yeah.
Moving on from this because
Yeah.
I don't give a shit anymore about DSP.
I just wanted to play some Street Fighter and have a good time. What a crybaby.
Oh my
Jesus
God.
fucking Christ. He'll
You don't want
switch
to
his,
play Minecraft with him, bro?
he'll switch his chat to subscribers only pretty soon. So he doesn't have to listen to like the truth behind his garbage.
Oh baby, baby.
I don't know if this is a rap. This might just be a parody.
Oh baby, baby.
Oh, Wendy.
How can these two men live with themselves?
Oh, Wendy, how was I supposed to know?
Why?
You clean our pipes with chlorine.
Okay, goodbye.
Oh,
This is
Wendy,
shit. This is garbage.
we need you to say.
You think these guys rehearse this shit?
Yeah, I think these guys actually have sex.
We flow through water mains and our street show.
Why are we watching this?
Systems can be. Tell me, Wendy, 'cause we need to know now. Because
Why are we watching this?
for chlorine to keep you safe, we need to clean.
Why are we watching this?
I think it okay. Well, then back to Darkside Phil. I think it's fucking hilarious that he just assumes that our audience are people that are going to want to troll some guy they just figured out about and his girlfriend
The whole
on the
reason-
internet for no fucking reason.
The whole reason that he was gonna be on the show was because trolls told us that he lived in the area. We're like, let's try and get him on the show.
No, I already knew that he lived in the area.
Oh, I don't know. I just
That's
know-
already like common knowledge. No. I reached out to him myself. It had nothing to do with trolls.
There were a
asking for
ton of
anything.
trolls that were like, "It's never gonna happen, Ben. It's never gonna happen."
Right. And he fed.
There
right
were
into
trolls
that.
ready to jump on it. He's not that dumb. Like he knew
He
where it
is
was gonna
that
go
dumb.
to.
He is that.
He knew it was going to happen because he know that the trolls were already salivating at the mouth to get him on the platform. Because
No. They didn't want him to come on the platform. That's what. It wasn't that they wanted him on. They wanted him to not come on. They wanted him to say he would come on and then not come on. That's what they wanted. Just to reassure themselves that they fucking control his every move.
as they do, that's every lol cow is completely controlled by the herder that herds him. It's fucking time tested again and again. And
That makes a lot of fucking sense.
End scene.
He just allows it to continue. I was giving him a chance to like prove everybody that he's not this fucking.
And he said no, so who the fuck cares? Like, let it go.
I'm gonna email him right now.
You
No,
better, Ben. You
no,
better.
because you told me to let it go. I'm
You
gonna
let it
keep
go,
it going
Ben,
on.
Let it go.
Yeah,
Let
you
that
keep
poor
it
man
going,
live.
Ben. I'm gonna let you.
Who are you, the fucking bitch from Frozen, or what?
I'm the bitching about DSP sucks.
Oh, this is great. I'm glad we stopped talking about DSP and started watching this again. Hold on, what's
big glory?
What's the next one?
Agenda.
John LaJoy, is this really where we're going?
Do you know who this is?
Yeah, this is like the oldest fucking meme video on the internet.
Yeah, he's classic, dude.
Yeah, he's.
Is he the show me your genitals guy?
Yeah.
Yes.
Show me your genitals.
Yeah,
your
and
genitals.
he's had like a career in mainstream television and then fell off.
Did he?
He's been off.
What was he on?
He was on a show called the League, about a fantasy league.
He dresses like people I actually know that live in Ohio.
Yeah.
Right here.
Yeah.
I know people who actually dress this way.
I wait in line, motherfucker. Just a regular, everyday, normal
guy.
I got $600 in the bank, motherfucker. Just a regular, everyday, normal guy. And my sexual performances are average. I work in customer service for a phone company. I make $12 an hour, but that's all I need. I live in a small apartment on a quiet street.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe they are. Maybe we're running out of cringe raps forever, dude.
Maybe. It's about time.
there's still, they gotta be out there.
Right. Reagan campaign message to minority voters. Take 37. Count it off, Mr. President.
5,
This.
6, 7, 8, 9. Oh yeah.
It's Ronald
Lord.
Reagan. It's a Ronald Reagan impersonator.
Mercy. Now let me hear
Looks
a little
pretty
bass
good.
now, Nancy.
Nancy Reagan on the slap bass.
So good. So fine.
That is definitely a synth bass and not a bass guitar.
Thank you, dear. Now, smoking. We're in a groove now. That's groove, sir. Groove. We're in a groove now. Slip me a little keyboard, cat.
Bohemian Grove shout out.
Ow. Good God. That'd be fine.
He does look like him.
Okay,
Hey,
people,
kills it.
gotta get down. Brother Ron Reagan has hit the ground. Gotta believe he's
What is worse than a Ronald Reagan rap?
This is the cringe we came for.
got the power. Ronnie can
Oh, damn.
Can rap. I even let Nancy sit on Mr. T's lap. Loves the needy. Loves them dearly. Love to read graffiti if they'd only print it clearly. He can break. He be trying to make the big box beat.
This is
trying to get those voters on their feet. Get their consent. All I need
Get their
is
consent.
10%. Say we want the guys pure sex. He's the man who signs your monthly welfare checks.
Whoa.
What the fuck?
Damn.
This is great.
He signs your monthly welfare checks.
Wow.
By the way, guys, we normally do a post show after every episode. I think tonight I'm taking the night off from the post show.
Ben's got a rest for his big birthday party tomorrow.
Yeah. I mean, it's not even my party, but it's like it's a fun thing I'm going to on my birthday.
It's for your birthday.
I mean, it wasn't planned for my birthday, but it's
I
just
think I talked to
how
Fantano.
convenient.
I said, "Would you book a show in Seattle so Ben can have a
Oh,
birthday
damn,
party with you?"
you did that? You
It was a
stinker.
surprise. It was a surprise.
You stinker.
Surprise.
Ronnie's the boss. He wears the pants.
But that man of mine sure loves to dance.
Got an open mind on civil rights.
My youngest son grew up in tights.
That is true.
Wow.
Ron Reagan.
This
I think
is-
Ron lives in Seattle now.
He did for a while. I don't know if he still does.
Yeah.
Him out. He's cool. Lord have mercy on this syncopating fool.
Ronnie be a legend. Ronnie be unique.
Hard to even function with such mystique. He gets down.
Damn.
Loves to take to town those dancing feet. He be getting brothers off.
Did you hear he's speaking Ebonics right now?
It's so out of touch. I need
Yeah,
to
I've heard
know
a lot of like we be doing and just very non-Ronald Reagan things.
I need to know when this was
lyrics.
made. Like, you know, this was made during his like second term re-election. Like, What's the date on this? Was this after he was out of office?
Oh, you know what? I forgot to thank someone who bought me a birthday gift. Wiki Joker. Thank you so much for gifting me Fire Pro Wrestling on Steam.
Hey.
And I will do a stream playing Fire Pro Wrestling. I'll tell you what. It comes when you first buy that fucking thing. By default, it comes in Japanese, and you have to figure out how to like navigate through the menus to switch it to English.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened to Pimp Monk, by the way. He just kind of vanished.
He had to go. He said he
said bye.
Yeah, he said goodbye.
I missed that.
It was right before the DSP stuff.
Oh, I'm sorry. I got fucking enraged because he's so full of shit.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
You think DSP will play Fire
he
Pro Wrestling with
understands.
us?
He won't do shit.
Are you sure?
I just wanted to hang out and play games and talk about streaming. And
Ben
that
was
kind
like
of
so
shit.
excited. He's like, I got a new friend. His name's DSP.
Yeah, what the fuck? I thought I made a new friend. Holy shit.
Won't you tell me about my best friend?
And it's funny because, like, if he's worried about trolls harassing him, wouldn't more of them come and harass him for saying he'd be on the show and then backing out?
I reckon.
Than actually
For bitching
appear.
out, yeah.
Yeah. Then like not appearing. I don't. Fuck, dude. It's so.
Why
dumb.
did he say no?
That's his reasoning. He was like, I don't want more people to come harass me and my girlfriend. It's like, why would they? I mean, you've already agreed to come on, and I've already announced that you were coming on. So if anything, if people were going to get
Now
mad and
you're-
harass you, it'd be because you backed out when you said you were going to come on. I didn't even know you had a girlfriend. I don't care if you have a. I mean, like, who cares?
It doesn't
I don't
even
care about
matter.
that at all.
It doesn't even matter in the equation of
Right,
coming
right.
onto a show. You have a girlfriend? Sweet. Come
Care-
call into
yeah,
my
I don't
fucking
care.
show.
I'm not asking her to be on. I'm asking you to be on. I'm not even going to talk about that shit.
He must think it's like some cheat. It's like an equivalent to cheating.
He
if you
thinks
call into a
he's
podcast.
afraid of me trolling him so badly that he allows the real trolls to troll him by controlling what he does. Anyway, that's
That's what a lol cow is.
When I started calling in here,
I know, but
I've never gotten
he
so
doesn't.
many trolls
He would
before
if
in
you
my life.
asked him if he was one. He wouldn't say he was one.
Do you think people understand that they are lol cows? They never are.
I tried to explain it to him.
I'm Brett Cade. I'm not a lol cow. I'm not a sea cow. I'm not a man.
And I
Cade.
told you G-Man would be back when you were like, he said he's not coming back. I'm like, dude, he's coming back.
I'm sure he was, but it's like when we try and call him during the show and it doesn't work, I'm like, oh, who the fuck cares about G-Man?
I mean, if I'm calling him, you wouldn't even know I was calling him unless I told you because it's totally
You're
silent.
like, let's put G-Man on. Let's get G-Man on. It's like boom, 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 and he doesn't show up. And it's like it's happened a couple times when Hannibal and Monty were on, or when the Non Sequitur show was on.
They always want to talk to him, but yeah,
I know. It's
I
just
only
like,
call once, and if he doesn't answer, he doesn't answer.
but we take a little break to try and get on the show. It doesn't work, and it's like I'm fucking like. He said he wanted to be on. Just fucking let him come when he wants to come. You know, let him show up when he wants to show up. I wouldn't chase him down mid-show because fuck G-Man. I like G-Man too when he's not talking
And
about his
now,
crazy shit.
I've got, dude. I watched WrestleMania for like 5 hours with G-Man. I got along with him fine because we talked about wrestling and we didn't talk about religion and all that dumb garbage.
I want to get G-Man
By
on
the way,
and talk about Riley Jenkins.
By the way, I see all you guys in in Darkside Phil's chat room saying that I'm calling him out. I didn't call him out. I just said his excuses are dumb. They're not legitimate, and they're dumb for bad reasons. I don't think he legitimately wants. I don't think that's his real reason for not wanting to come on.
If you guys want, though, if you want to tell him in that chat that Billy the Fridge said he's not a sweet boy,
yeah,
you can say that.
Yeah, you can go there and say Billy the Fridge said you're not a sweet boy, and if you're already banned, I guess you just have to make a sock account and do it. I don't know.
Not a sweet boy. No, I don't really give a shit about DSP. I don't give a shit about.
I don't really. I mean, whatever.
I just like. I'm not really into the whole lol cow thing. It
I
bores
wanted him.
me.
But I didn't want him on because he was a lol cow, though.
I know.
I wanted him on to like show the world that I wanted to be someone to like humanize DSP and make people realize he's not like this fucking buffoon that everyone. I mean, like he's not just this buffoon that everyone laughs at on the internet. I wanted to give him a chance to like kick back and be like relaxed and laugh and have a good time.
We're very chill people. Like Benjamin and I, when we invite somebody in like DSP, we're going to give him the greatest possible opportunity to be a sweet boy. And by not showing up, you're not a sweet boy.
You broke our heart.
You're not a sweet boy. You broke our heart.
This one's called...
Very sad.
I'm Ronald Reagan, and I'm going to say slightly racist stuff every day. Tomatoes. Tomatoes.
Oh, shit. He's got some Muppet underwear on.
Yo.
Dig in the dirt as hard as you can, hoping and praying that you'll be the man. Tomatoes.
This is really bad.
You plant the plant, you cover the seed, you set back and admire the deed. Tomatoes.
Why do we know this old guy?
Do we know him?
You hope for the warmth and you hope for the rain. Plant-eating insects you look with disdain. Tomatoes.
I hate this.
Is this Jeff Bezos or something?
Hoeing and weeding are part of the game. If you don't want to do it, then you're really lame. Tomatoes. This is the hour, waiting for the showers, pushing through the leaves, coming down through the trees. Tomatoes.
Somebody get your fucking dad. It's harvest time.
The rings, just waiting for
Can
the
me some
things.
tomatoes and get them the fuck out of here.
You don't like it?
Green stems coming off the stalk don't mean nothing.
I mean, he's just trying to help you grow nice,
just
healthy
gardening
tomatoes.
around?
Yeah.
I have a feeling it was some dad that stole all of his son's clothes and made this video just to shit on him, and I can respect that.
It's my dad. Those are my clothes.
Nothing unless they walk the
Oh,
walk. Tomatoes.
even better.
The thunder and the rain is always the same, bringing new life without any shame. Tomatoes.
Dude. God, he's so good.
Why does this exist?
Growing through the summer, they won't be a bummer. Tomatoes.
Tomatoes.
This is like if Tupac was just a little better, right?
Yeah. It's like Tupac, but better. That's
Better.
the best way to put it.
Better Pac, right? Billy?
This is 3-Pac.
I disagree. This is like if your dad was an asshole with a great garden of tomatoes, because they're quality tomatoes.
I'm no fool, I'll be swimming in the pool, dreaming of slicing them, even of dicing them, bragging to my homies of the size of the pommies. Tomatoes.
It's just not. I don't get why this
Dirt's full of
exists.
Goodness, and I'm waiting for the fullness of my tomatoes.
Was this a dare? Someone was like, I dare you to make a rap song about your fucking tomatoes, you weird asshole. You're always in the
To
garden
me
picking
now,
tomatoes.
I don't care how. Tomatoes.
You don't give a
Got
fuck,
me
dude.
topsy-turvy.
Tomatoes.
Hoping they're gonna be big and surly.
Tomatoes.
Tomatoes.
Do you eat tomatoes often, Ben?
Usually on a hamburger.
I
or
eat
something.
salsa and chipotle that
Yeah,
has
salsa
tomatoes.
is good.
Today I had some caprese salad with tomatoes and some mozzarella.
Caprese salad,
Caprese, some caprese.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Caprese.
So mozzarella, tomato, and basil?
And some, I think it had some red Italian peppers in it too, like some sweet red peppers in it.
Interesting.
It was really good though. I had basil and all that good stuff. Really good. I think I eat tomatoes damn near every fucking day, so I can support this guy's tomato song
Tomato
for the
rap.
content. For the content. But the video itself, I have no idea why a fucking tomato monger would do
It's
this
well
video.
done.
I mean, it's done. It's something. There's something weird about this. I feel like this might all be a cover for like some pederast cabal.
You always think.
Oh, of
What
course.
other
It
explanation
always
is there?
boils down to pedos.
He's growing tomatoes, motherfucker. That's what he likes. He's
Okay.
an agriculturist.
Okay. Okay.
Tomatoes.
If I hear tomorrow that Tomato Gate is a thing,
Tomato Gate.
I'm gonna tell you I said it here
Here it
first.
comes.
I said it here first. I
Fuck,
did not steal
it's
it
gonna
from
be
Chet.
Billy the Fridge in Chipotle Gate.
Hey, I should be the next Jared from
Watching,
Subway.
Hoping to bump up again after I get some bad investments settled.
Yeah, that's cool, John McDonald. I'll never forget your support. You can come back anytime. I've waited. Next episode on this coming Thursday is the deadline for anyone who wants to be included in the credits at the beginning or the end.
In the credits.
It's being made after that, and then we won't make a new one probably until the second private show of the month happens. So please become patrons. We're gonna watch the Ewok adventure soon. Which
what's your Patreon? What's the address to it?
It's patreon.com/DP. It's like really
Perfect.
easy
Okay.
to remember. Yeah.
Big red round ones, little bitty cherry ones. Tomato.
Tomato.
Summer winds come and the summer winds go, but I wait and wait for my tomato.
You know who this guy looks like? Fuck, I wonder if this is the guy, the doctor, or the guy that owns the Heart Attack Grill in Las Vegas. He looks like the doctor to me.
He does. Yeah, I've never seen him before, so I don't.
Neither have I.
Actually, I think I've seen an interview with him talking about how it's good for business if his customers die. It's really interesting.
I wonder if this is him.
It's like the tobacco industry MO right there.
I wonder if all old white guys look the same. Am I
There's
racist?
so Lucky Strikes there. I'm in.
Get a pack of strikes.
Look, scientists say we got here from the Big Bang. But scientists, y'all can suck on my big thing. Y'all
Yeah, this motherfucker.
Bullshit. If it's heavy, it's gonna fall just like dropping the bricks. Suck my scientists say we got here from the Big Bang. But scientists, y'all can suck on my big thing. Y'all say gravity exists.
You like this flat Earth rap?
Yes. It's gonna fall just like dropping the bricks. Suck my. I'ma tell y'all motherfuckers that the Earth is flat. It ain't no motherfucking ball. How the fuck you believe that? NASA, they some bitches. They ain't go to the moon. Near the grass and you a bitch just like Winnie the Pooh.
Just like Winnie the Pooh. Woo! Bars.
Science guy, bitch, fuck you too. The earth flatter than the water at the top of a pool. The earth stationary, bitch, that mean it don't move. In the flat earth wins, the globalists lose. NASA in the Hebrew means liar and deceiver. I'm trying to tell the truth till you brainwash people. Do you feel like you're moving? Do you see a fucking curve? But when you touch fire, don't that shit burn?
He's not bad. He's not bad.
He's not bad at all.
Even though he's a crazy flat earther, he's got Jesus tattoos on him.
This is too flat.
Delano is out of his fucking mind, man.
Bitch, we just telling you the truth. Flat earthers, we the realest. And we get laughed at cause we ain't stupid like you niggas. The government pimps and y'all suck their penis.
Yeah, it's just the government making us believe the
government
world is
pimps
round
and
for
y'all suck
some
their
reason.
penis.
I don't know why the government needs to make us believe the world is round, but I guess they do.
Look,
damn,
Yeah,
they
have a
fooled
weird
us.
agenda.
The government fooled me into sucking their penis for this big round blue ball that doesn't even exist. It's Pancake Earther.
He calls people that think the Earth is round baller bitches. We've played a bunch of this guy on our show. He's pretty fucking
I see
funny.
that bitch every day. It's inside the fucking firmament, the way it's in the
Is it all
Bible. You
raps?
hate me, I don't give a fuck, you my rival.
No.
Because this rap is actually really fucking well done.
Yeah, it's not bad. I couldn't like, even though I hate all the flat earther bullshit, I couldn't really.
It's
say anything
crazy
bad
to
about
me,
it.
right? Because up until now, every flat earther rap has been terrible.
There was the one that was like directed at us.
Yeah,
I think
it
they
was
called
terrible.
you Rosie O'Donnell or
Yeah,
something
yeah.
in it.
Oh shit!
Yeah. They were fucking terrible rappers though, so I blew it off. If this guy came up to me and was like, "Hey yo, fuck you, Roseanne Barr,
Roseanne
Candy, John Candy Bar, Roseanne Candy
John
Bar,
Candy Bar."
Yeah, if he did that, I'd be a little
shit.
butthurt. I'd be like, "Damn, Flatpock's pissed.
Flatpock.
Flatpock is angry."
That's even a lower rung than X-Pac on the Pac scale.
Flatpock, too flat.
Water,
Too flat, Shakur.
Bitch, look, scientists say we got here from the Big Bang. Scientists, y'all can suck on my big thing. Y'all say gravity exists. Bullshit. If it's heavy, it's gonna fall just like dropping the bricks. Suck my scientists say we got here from the Big Bang. Scientists, y'all can suck on my big thing. Y'all say gravity exists. Bullshit. If it's heavy, it's gonna fall just like dropping the bricks. Suck my scientists.
Damn.
Yeah. This was really fucking good rap for the worst possible reason. This guy's like a legit flat earther, does videos not involving rap.
He just does flat Earth videos with no rap. A lot.
My god,
a lot of them.
He's a diamond in the
still
rough.
posts
somebody
out
find
shit.
a couple of those that we could steal from you guys. This is the not for human consumption lolcow. We're just stumbling on them now.
Pretty much. Pretty
Holy
fucking
shit.
much, man. He he's like all of the hardcore flat Earth thoughts. He has them like we're in a flat Earth with the ice wall, and we've got the glass like dome over top of us. He did a video where he saw a rocket launch, and he's like, "Why do they turn? Why do they keep going to the east? So they don't hit the glass dome and they can land where we can't see them." He's out of control.
Amazing.
It's funny, but he's out of fucking control.
This is amazing.
And now, a Cremation Mortem CMTV exclusive.
This is
frightening.
This is the gold. This is why you watch Cringe Rap.
Mortems, we love bats and spiders. We also love to scare outsiders. We get together every Halloween to get a bit of culture and to see and be seen. We call her Cream Mama. Desiree's her name, and getting married's Mom's claim to fame. Walk down the aisle 90 times, not bad. Her first man was a cat named Vlad. All her men died during initiation, but she's got time. Leave your application.
Oh God, it's so bad.
Yeah, it is.
It's so bad.
The synth sounds like farts.
This
too.
is the
It's
cocky
that
whore
bad.
rap show.
Is this going to turn into an orgy eventually?
I hope that would save it.
That would save it.
I'm Cream Mora, not for your coffee. Say I am, I'll rip your face offy. I'm Mama's daughter,
Offy?
Cremacious sis. I'm the
I'd rip your face offy.
Offy.
They added an E to make it rhyme.
With coffee.
Coffee.
You ram.
prettiest one. How could I miss? When I have a kid, you can bet. When it comes to looks, you ain't seen nothing yet.
This sound, it reminds me of the glow rap.
Oh, it's definitely the glow rap style. I've definitely had like a syllable like coffee, and then I'd be like, rip your lips off B, or rip your lips off C. Like, type. I've done that before, like in a rhyme coupling.
In Pinwheel?
I don't think so. I don't know. But offie
Meat
is like
wad get the
special-
honeys, hey.
Yeah.
Meat wad get
the money, G.
Yeah, like that. Like that kind of shit.
Yeah.
That sucks.
What? Okay, that took some balls.
What just happened?
Like she had a seizure.
But then you know, you see me on the Saturday Nightmare Show. We show the movies, me and Rascal.
Oh, okay. She was one of those like Elvira.
Knockoff Elvira?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, they're totally having an
There's no
orgy.
disputing, but I'll win an Emmy someday. It's true. I've got as good a chance.
I see Teddy Rubskin in the chat.
And
Damn it! I wish Teddy Rubskin was on the fucking show right now.
Yeah.
We're about to end it though, pretty soon here.
Oh, Ben, this is.
We told you we're the Mortems. We love bats and spiders. You know we love to scare outsiders. But more than that, we gotta come clean. We want to wish you all a happy Halloween. 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 Happy Halloween.
Oh. My body is
I always have a Halloween party. I think I'm gonna play this towards the end of it just to get people the fuck out of my house.
Huh?
My body's starting to hurt.
Dude,
just
here's
from
a
watching
weird fucking video right here.
Oh, we can't hear it.
It's a weird pedo video too. Damn it! Why didn't it download the audio?
Why is he handing out ibuprofen?
Damn it! Never mind.
Oh my god! How could you tease us?
I know.
How could you fucking tease us?
I know, and it's great too.
What?
And he's like trying to offer kids drugs out of the car and shit.
Dude, you gotta.
I don't know why it's.
You gotta
not
find it. Is that David Liebhart?
Ibuprofen.
That
kids.
looks
Take
like
them.
Advil.
It's okay.
Little Jimmy, this
It's
will
fine.
get you fucked up. Some Advil.
Why can't? Why do we not watch this? Why I want to watch this so bad. It's not even a cringe rap.
No, it's not.
Oh.
And it's not working right now.
Oh,
So.
Ben! I wanted to watch
I don't even remember where I got it from. I'll need someone to. Yeah. So I guess before we end the show, we didn't do very well with donations tonight, but I'm fine with that. I know we can make it up in the next 2 episodes. We got to do this.
I want to ask you a bunch of questions, and I want to have them answered immediately.
Immediately.
Ask away, people. People in the Patreon chat. Ask away.
Patreon. Patreon. So we ever talk about the UN and climate change? What'd they say? Are they finally going to do something about it?
I'm gonna have to take that out of the title because I don't know what happened to that video. It's not even in the list here or anything.
Shit.
Oh shit.
Thanks for pointing that out, Spec. Good for you.
Ben, did you see the Blue Jackets score?
They lost.
I was to say a bunch of weeders. Can't remember what your own show's about.
Billy,
Come
why
on,
am I
come
still
on.
waiting on you to buy that 3.78 liters of mayonnaise off Amazon? I told you it's not going to happen anytime soon. Billy, are you getting the Wendy's spicy nuggets now that they're coming back? No, they're not keto. They're like tiny bit of meat covered in breading. When will World War III start? What if I told you World War III has already been waged and it's not the war that we are used to fighting? It's a tech war for your attention. And it's being fought between Facebook, Google, Amazon, and other platforms, Netflix. They're all fighting for your attention and your data to see who can control your daily lives.
You know the last Blockbuster video is in Oregon?
Yeah, we should go down there one day and do
Why?
it.
Just to go to the... I mean, we
Yeah.
can't even rent a video.
Why not?
Because you got to drive all the way back there to take it back.
It's a good reason to go on a trip again.
Or you just be like, oh shit, they'll go out
late
of...
fees, just mail it.
You know what? Yeah, just keep it because they'll go out of business eventually.
Exactly. Thoughts on the doomsday clock being 2 minutes to midnight? Yeah, no, it sucks. It's fucking scary. What did it say? 2030 is the exact point of no return that everybody's speculating.
World War III though is all the robot Mexicans coming through. That's why we have a wall. It was something we talked about earlier.
The robots. Yeah,
I think that's what's going on. We're just not being told.
I guess Yang Gang doesn't matter. Everybody who's rich is just gonna like, who needs fucking robots? People will starve, thus decreasing the surplus population, and the rich will be able to repopulate and thrive. Hey, Billy Benner Pitmonk, if I message you guys on Twitter, will you be guests on my podcast? The
I don't know
Anonymous
who you
podcast?
are, so I'll have to... I mean, like, we can talk about it. I mean, I'm not going to agree to just be on any show.
Pitmonk isn't here, so
but
I would
I'll have to
suggest-
look at your show and see what it's like.
I would suggest messaging him on Twitter. Pitmonk.
And he skipped right past me.
For real, Alan might have been
Pitmonk
on,
isn't even
too.
here. It's just like a
Shit.
decoy of him.
Alan might have been on. That's so fucked. Yeah. Mary fuck kill Jeffrey.
I'm not
Dahmer.
saying I won't, but I'm not saying I will.
Tweet
is-
us and
is what's up.
sell us on it. Sell us on it on Twitter. Mary fuck kill Jeffrey Dahmer, Ted Bundy, Charles Manson.
Get rid of Ted Bundy and put in Chris Chan.
No, fuck you.
Why?
I feel like I'd fuck Ted Bundy, marry Jeffrey Dahmer, and kill Charles Manson.
And if Chris Chan was there instead of Charles Manson, you'd kill Chris Chan?
Of course.
Since we're doing Q&A and Mary
How about,
F. Kill came
how
up.
about hold on, I'm going to do one more.
Yeah.
Chris Chan, a 12-year-old, and the corpse of a 12-year-old.
Shit. I got dark.
Says more about you than me that you would ask that, Ben.
I'm just trying to find a situation where he has to choose Chris Chan.
I'll tell you what. I'm not choosing Chris Chan.
Oh no! All right, don't even say the answers.
I'm not gonna answer.
It's
I'm
fine.
not. I never was.
Okay.
I never was gonna answer that.
What about the Kevins? The trinity of Kevins. You have Kevin Costner, Kevin Bacon, and Kevin Sorbo.
Kill Kevin Sorbo. Marry Kevin
Okay.
Costner. Fuck Kevin Bacon.
Holy shit!
I know
All
he'd marry the
Ben, do you have an
corpse.
answer to that?
Or hold on, how could you kill the corpse? Oh my god, there's an out right there. Sorry, what were you saying?
Do you have an answer to that, or do you agree with Billy?
I wasn't even paying attention. I was reading the madness in the chat.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Sorry.
Mary fuck kill. Kevin Bacon, Kevin Costner, Kevin Sorbo.
How much does he trap Ben again? Let's get my Patreon, like the Benpai Patreon, up higher, and you'll see Trap Ben again. Fuck. If If my personal Patreon could get back up to 2,000 like it was at one time, I'll fucking be Trap Ben on every DP episode as long as it's like that. Fuck it, I don't even care.
Hey. So if you guys want us to do any more fuck, marry, kills, just make sure they don't have Chris Chen in them because I'm no longer answering.
And I'm losing weight, so maybe I'll fit into the dress better this time.
Oh, you're getting all trim?
Yeah. I worked out too hard and like hurt myself a little bit, so I haven't been able to work out recently. But yeah, I'm doing like an intermittent fasting kind of diet. I still consume nutrients, but it's all liquid. It's all like blended fruit and vegetables and shit. And then like once a week, I'll allow myself to eat something normal.
I haven't shaved in like 4 days. I forgot to bring my razor to the new place.
You still using the hair or what was it, Dollar Shave Club?
Yeah.
Still got that shit?
Yeah.
Shit probably works well. You using the Dr. Carver's shave butter?
No, I don't use that. I should though. Yeah, that's 4 days. That's how baby faced my face is. You can barely
Go 8
see
days.
any peach fuzz. Go 8 days. It's baby skin. It is baby skin. And the worst thing
6
is,
months.
it's more full than like it would have been when I was still fat. Look at this. Look at this chin. Not by the hair on my chin.
You could totally grow a fucking beard. Just do it.
You think?
Yeah. I do. Look at that. Look at all that mustache stubble. Just waiting
It's
to
gonna
be a
take
mustache.
48 years. 48 years. You grow that in a day. Yeah, this is like maybe 5 days. I can't remember the last time I shaved.
So yeah, guys, don't forget. Next episode is Thursday. We got about 3 minutes of the show left here before we're done. The next episode is Thursday. Taking some time off. I might be on DP Underground here and there streaming.
DP Underground.
It helps us get closer to the goal. I've had times where, you know, we've done the first show of the week and we don't get very far, and then I'll do a solo stream and people come out.
We didn't even break $100 today, but you know what? We've done that before, and we still came out fine. And we're on a Monday tonight because tomorrow's a special
Answer
day.
him on the FMK question.
The FM.
Answer who on the FMK?
Oh, the one I asked you? Oh my God. They're
Okay,
I don't even want to hear it.
Yeah.
It was hard enough for me to even say it, let alone
marry the 12-year-old because I could wait until they were legal to bang them. Bang the corpse because they're dead anyways.
Oh, kill Chris.
And then kill Chris Chen. So fuck you guys. So fuck you. Fuck you all. Thanks for your $20, bro. It's over $100.
Yeah, thank you. Holy shit. I
Okay.
cringed so hard with that.
Is that an offer, Billy? Yeah, fuck you all before I fuck Chris Chen. Every one of you. Every single one of you. Fuck you all. And then kill Chris Chen. How's that? How's that for a game?
What if, like, if you were, like, convicted of a crime and instead of the death penalty, they just gave you, like, a lifetime of getting fucked by Chris Chan? Like, Chris Chan got to rape you whenever he wanted.
Let's see how that would happen.
There's like a bunch of armed guards with machine guns.
Kill me. Kill me.
You would just get mowed down.
Yeah. I'd go out in a blaze of
Damn.
glory. I'd let Chris Chan get just close enough
my
to me
God.
where I could.
What? Okay. What if you got strapped down and like you didn't have a choice? No matter
No escape.
what.
No escape.
Yeah.
No option.
Then I would just bear
Scream.
through it. I wouldn't even scream. I would close my eyes. Only for a moment, now that moment's gone. That's what I would do.
It would just be a Billy glory hole with his ass right
I'm a
against it
survivor.
just for Christian.
I'm a survivor, dude.
Could you imagine that one video where he's like, "Hi, Ivy." If it was, "Hi, Billy. Let's drink smoothies and watch I Love Lucy and Gilligan's Island. And, you know, I'm also looking forward to the eventuality of our sex time together. I know
Sex
lots
time.
of great positions and massages. And I'll work as hard as I can to keep you satisfied."
Are you even ready for Chris Chan's sex time, Billy? with all the positions that he is acquainted with.
He's a master of that shit.
Yeah.
You know, Billy, my mommy and I, we can come pick you up at the airport.
No, fuck you. I am asking you to answer your mustached guest, not the ex-cigarette one.
Oh, he was like, no, not that.
No.
And you answered it anyway.
Oops, you didn't even have to do it.
Damn
you
it.
didn't even have to answer it.
Damn it.
The 12-year-old in the corpse.
Fuck.
You're so...
Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk to you again. So, what was the question? The John, or the Kevins, the three Kevins?
The Kevins. Yeah,
I wish you would have
the
said
Kevin
which
trifecta.
one it was. 100 people were asking stupid questions. You know I'll do anything for the fans when they put their money where their mouth is. That's what a Sweet Boy would do.
Just to fulfill their second one, I will say that my answer was the same as yours, and so everybody answered it the same on my show as well. That's why I asked it. But you know, we now we know that my answer's not even important now.
I'm the original creator of Rose's Shoe and Sonic Shoe. I am Billy.
You hear that they're changing Sonic the Hedgehog?
Yeah, Billy. You
For all the people that were
slut.
worried.
You want to take this ass-be cock, Billy?
Nope.
You dumb slut.
Not a fan.
It's sexy time now.
You want to put it in my butt, Billy?
Not at all. Not at all. Not at all.
Yeah, dude, we did a thing one day where we had a goal, and I didn't even let us get to the goal. Once we got close enough, I just showed Billy a video of Chris Chan banging a blow up doll, and nobody else could see it. Like the people watching the stream and shit couldn't see it, but it was playing on Billy's monitor.
Damn.
And then I put it on
is
that screen because
amazing.
he kept turning his head, so I put it on the screen that's like next to him. There's a big screen next to him too.
Yeah, here I'm looking at the main screen, and if I do this, I'm looking at an even larger screen. If I do this, I get to look at Wallace.
Yeah.
This is the only thing that I get to look at anything that I don't hate, and I'm not even that big of a fan of fucking Japanese art.
Yeah.
But I have to look like this backwards the whole time.
I just ordered that as a backdrop. You know what? If you could get your own backdrop, we could hang it up there too.
I could.
If there's anything else,
I probably won't, but I could.
We could just like print out like the picture of you as the Garbage Pail Kid or whatever, and put that up there.
I could. It's better than an empty Wallace.
Yeah.
We do that same move a little bit on our show. We'll just start playing gay porn to piss off one of my co-hosts, because as soon as it gets on, he just wants to leave the studio. It's like a fraction of a second in, he is up these stairs, just like, dude, what? It's just some guys having a good time. Why you gotta be so weird about it?
I didn't say I
Loses his
didn't
fucking
like
mind.
Japanese art. I just don't like. I'm not particularly I'm not a weeb. Like I see the tsunami and I'm like, hey, cute. And I see
Everything
a
in the
samurai and I'm
studio
like,
looks
hey,
fine.
cute. But I'm like, oh my god, I love this so much. Like if I was gonna buy something back here to put in the background, it probably would have like
Chris Chan?
tits or
Chris
donuts
Chan.
on it.
It'd be Chris.
Billy.
Give us entertainment, but god dang, you return more sound bites than one could ever ask for. You also still didn't answer bandana Ray.
Oh, you never answered it either.
Was Ben supposed to answer the Kevin question? Is that the one we're talking about?
I don't even remember what
think
it
so.
was.
Kevin Costner, Kevin Bacon, Kevin Sorbo.
I mean, they're all basically the same to me.
No.
Kevin
Sorbo was
I guess. Hold on. Man, who's richer, Kevin Bacon or Kevin Costner?
I said Kevin Costner, but I don't know if that's true. He hasn't worked as much as Kevin Bacon.
I would say Kevin Bacon probably has more money overall. So marry
I bet
Kevin
you he doesn't.
Bacon.
I bet you he doesn't.
I mean, the net worth websites are bullshit. There's a net worth website that says you're a millionaire.
Beef Swellington says, "Hey Billy, can you say how much weight you lost for my friend? He thinks this bullshit. There's $20 on the line.
I'm gonna help.
I'd say I'd watch. But
Costner on Google says that he's worth $250 million, and then Bacon, he's worth $30 million.
Okay, Costner is worth way more.
Yeah.
All right, marry Costner.
Costner was in a lot of big budget movies.
And then I guess fuck Bacon, and then kill Sorbo, I guess.
You had to know Costner was. You had to know Costner was the most paid though.
I thought he was, but I
because he's
wasn't.
been in a ton of like huge movies in the '90s, back when they actually.
Yeah, the
paid.
Robin Hood movie, that was
Robin Hood,
huge.
Waterworld, The Postman, Dances with Wolves. He had a
Dances with Wolves made him money.
He had a series of huge money making movies.
It's true.
And then he got in with Disney, did The Rookie later on in his life. Continually does like some big budget shit. Kevin Bacon's been in a lot of films, but none of his films have really been like blockbuster movie of the year type of
Footloose?
things. Footloose was the beginning, and it was like the first big one. It made his career, and since then he didn't have a follow-up. We're talking a string of huge returning films
you're right.
with Costner.
You're right.
The only other big movie I can think Kevin Bacon was in was Apollo 13.
And he wasn't the main.
So he's had no, he wasn't. He was supporting.
Costner was the main of those movies. He was steering the ship of some big fucking films. Made some big money. Kevin Sorbo actually sent a video from Cameo about us, so I feel bad putting him on the kill list. But not that bad.
Really?
He did a
he
video
did.
for us.
Yeah, and we played Coco Beware, the Birdman, just in case anyone watching didn't know. A lot of people were like, we like Frankie better than Dusty already. It's Coco Beware's bird. Anyway, we're going to wrap up this show, guys.
We'll have to have Tommy from the Bronx back on soon. He's in the chat right now saying, I'll be back on one day.
It's very rare that we don't do a post show. I'm not doing one today. I'm just going to chill the rest of the night. Very tired.
Very tired. Ben's got to rest because we have a long day tomorrow with Anthony Fontano.
Anthony.
Here in Seattle, Washington.
An entree.
If anybody else is in Seattle, Washington, maybe you'll see us there.
Yeah, we'll be there.
It'll be an avalanche of Anthony.
Check out Alan on the Not for Human Consumption podcast. Him
Yeah,
and his buddies put on a
and
good
for
show.
those of you who will not be able to see the live show with Anthony Fantano, that we happen to be there also to see. Thanks, Jables.
Jables.
If you will not be there, there will be some footage available for $10 plus patrons.
And Beef Swellington said, "Hey Billy, can you say how much weight you lost for my friend? He thinks it's bullshit. There's $20 on the line. I've lost anywhere between 200 and 250 pounds. I'm not sure exactly how much.
He doesn't know where he started. That's the issue.
I'm in the 340s right now, and I think I was over 600 pounds, but I'm not sure.
Are there any Billies? I started the show way too late.
Damn it, I forgot John Page sent me some too.
Hi,
I have
Billy.
one right here that I'll play. Okay, when you first weighed yourself, what did you start at?
535.
And where are you now?
341 or something last time I weighed in.
So that's almost 200 right there.
Yeah, but I didn't weigh myself until I was over 2 months into the diet.
Right. Yeah. And that's when you lose the weight the quickest.
Yeah, and during the first month I weighed myself, I still lost like 30 pounds that month.
Hi, Billy. So what you're gonna do is just
Oh no!
suck his dick. That's like you said you were gonna do.
No!
Look, it's Egghead. You see they put Egghead in it. This is great. That's one of the best ones ever. That's one of the best ones ever.
I had to reformat my laptop because facial recognition wasn't working for my face and I couldn't remember the password.
I want to say it one more time. I'm
Hi,
sorry.
Billy.
How Egghead gets all excited.
So what
I
you're gonna
love
do
it.
is just suck his dick. That's like you said you were gonna do.
Fucking hopping up and down in his damn chair. Holy fuck.
And
I wish he was here. He'd be like so fucking cringed at himself right now. But he's not.
When I when I went to log back into my Google after I had to reformat the computer, I logged back in Google. The top of Google said, "Hi, Billy," and I was like,
"Hi, Billy."
I was like, "Shit."
That's funny.
The meme got me.
Hello, Billy.
Hello, Clarice.
So, guys, I hope you all have a great night.
Everybody.
Happy birthday to me and all the places where it's already my birthday.
And shout out.
It's about to be my birthday on the East Coast in like 19 minutes.
Happy
right
birthday,
now.
Benjamin.
Yeah.
East Coast birthday.
Happy birthday, Benjamin.
Thank you.
Happy birthday. I said I wouldn't say it again, but I'm going to do it. Happy birthday, Ben.
Thank you.
We didn't even get when this segment started, the Q&A, we weren't even at $100, and we're almost at 200 now.
It just kind of came in.
Thank
that
you
way.
guys.
Thank you.
And everybody else watching, we'll be back Thursday. So back to our regular scheduled times.
Subscribe to DP Underground. You might catch some surprise streams over there. Good night, guys.
Ben, Billy, thank you for having me once again.
Always.
Thanks for being on.
Love hanging out with you guys.
Good night, everybody.
See you soon.
In the beginning, there was nothing. And then there was the Drunken Peasants Podcast.
Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. From the strangest corners of the internet, gonna get TP'd by Billy and Ben. You know where you can find them at. Get ready, cause they're gonna kick your... Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants.